just want to get a little closer to you.
Hi, this is Robert Downey Jr. The P word is just fucking spectacular. I listen every week. Oh, and listener discretion is advised.
Delcoism's part, I don't know. These are called the mush mouths. Horrible, comfortable, vegetable, trolley, family, temperature, ambulance, member. Remember that time over there when we went down there to talk to that dude about that thing over there? Yeah, I remember that. Refrigerator, asked. After I asked him like 4 questions, he looked at me and asked me the same thing. I'm like, did you even hear what I asked you? Didn't. I didn't do it. He didn't do it. I didn't do it. Here they are want to blame me, but I didn't do it. There you have it. There's some mush mouth words. What I missed? Let me know.
Welcome to the American Moron Entertainment Network.
Stop saying it like it's a thing. You made it up.
No, and there's the crackle and the crunch.
Dude, that guy is so good at
He
that.
is. And he's on Facebook. I keep getting him as a friend suggestion. I'm really
I
tempted.
was getting tons of those today while I was...
Yeah, he's got a billion of them out there. He's really funny.
Well, we have an exciting show tonight.
Yeah.
We have Mike Natalini here.
Yeah.
He's famous.
Stop. Stop. No, man. Lucky. That's what it is.
And he knows the Philly captain now.
Oh, yeah. He was really cool. I really didn't get a chance to actually meet him, just say hi, but it was great to have him there.
So cool, man.
Yeah, he was.
So for those that don't know,
So wait a minute. Let me check one thing real quick because I still don't trust it.
is there a chicken loose?
It was great to have him there.
Yep,
So
we're
cool.
you're,
All right,
it's
we're-
working.
we-
Okay, I figured out what was wrong a couple of weeks ago. We're good.
Pat Shoemaker's here
Hey,
What's up, Pat?
saying hi. So Mike's been around in the music business a long time. He's been. And,
I hope they
and
don't
he's
say that
only-
if we have women
he's-
on.
He's only 23 years old. It's amazing. Jesus. It's like all the guys in old school. They're all young.
Got to keep that age in.
It's only been 3 years since the '80s anyway.
I know.
Prove me wrong.
Mike's been in Rough House. He still is, and they used to be called Tees.
Yeah.
And that was a raw deal I was pissed off about. He's also in Romeo Delight,
Oh, yeah.
and then he has a namesake band called Nat Attack.
Yep.
And if you don't know, then you need to go look it up. But he's probably most known, honestly, for Romeo Delight, despite the fame and fortune of playing in Rough House Tees.
Well, that too, and I was also in the original Tramps
That's
for
right.
25 years, who was famous
See,
for
I'm
like
very neglectful.
Burn Baby Burn, Disco Inferno, Hold Back the Night. So
That's why-
yeah, that
You didn't just bring his Wikipedia page.
that
up
was
and just read it?
stop.
I should have.
Come on.
No, it's been done. Trust me, not here.
So that was fun, and that was fun. So yeah, I mean, I've had some great opportunities.
Well,
mean,
because certainly there's some skill behind those opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to think that. I mean, I like to think I'm a good drummer. You know what I mean? And I have been around. I'm an old guy, so it seems like all the bands that we talk about in the years, you're just like, wow, man, have I been really playing that long? And it's like, yeah, you have, dude, a long time. And still carrying the drums too with my boy buddy Rex Roth. Thanks, bud.
You're a local guy to us. Like we're here in King of Prussia. You're a local guy. I'm not from here.
Oh, that might be why I never actually heard it, because you're an incredible guitar player, and if you're local, everybody knows who you are. You know what I mean, or knows of you. Yeah, I mean, nobody ever really heard of you in the area because you're not from around here.
I moved here in 2002.
Oh, there you go.
I had a job in the area, and I bought this place, and that's how I ended up here. And my son went to school here. I was living in Roxborough for about 9 years.
Hello, Patrick.
And then prior to that, I'm a Northeast Philly guy.
Oh, okay.
was
But you know
Northeast.
the Empire and all those clubs, though, right?
I played the Empire. A bunch. I headlined the Empire. Did the Galaxy.
Oh yeah, the
All,
Galaxy.
all those places. That was the the route you took, right? I was just a little late getting there because I was born in '67, so I had to wait. And by the time I started getting into those places, things had started to change.
Yeah, the '80s, that whole era of the '80s was, that was banging. That back in the mid to late '80s, when Cinderella was just coming up, before
Right.
nobody knew who they were, and just all those bands. That whole era was amazing.
It
man.
was.
It was so
Back when
much.
things made sense.
Yes.
They sure did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sundays at the Empire, right?
That's Pat speaking.
Oh, how about it? All age at the Empire Sunday nights, man.
Amen to that. That's where I got going when I first moved here in like '83.
Yeah, yeah. And you had the Empire. Yeah, like you said, the Galaxy,
Bonnie's.
down the road. What was in Atco? Was that Atco?
That was Bonnie's.
That was Bonnie's.
Yeah.
Bonnie's, yeah.
G.
man.
Willikers, which was a fringe place. I played that place too.
The Red Garter as well.
The Red Garter was probably our main bar for Instinct back in the day.
Really?
Yeah.
And what year was that?
That was probably like I would say 90 through 92.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe 89.
Okay.
We did a lot of shows with Gypsy Rose.
Oh yeah.
Tommy was really good to Instinct.
Yeah.
And then he was good to us at the Galaxy when he moved over there.
Galaxy was a great club.
What was that? JR's was another place we played down in Delco.
I started sneaking in the Galaxy when I was 19.
I remember doing that too, dude. Because somehow we got in there. I remember being there underage. I remember it was
Yeah, you just had to go early enough that there was nobody at the door and sit at the bar. And then when you started checking everybody, you were
It's
good.
so funny that you brought that up.
Well, no, my wife was talking about pulsations the other day, and I was like, oh, yeah. She's like, yeah, I used to get into the underage club. And for some reason,
that's where I saw T's Roughhouse the first time.
and that's where I started feeling
Well, it
dirty.
was T's then.
And we opened up for Ace Frehley.
That's why I was there.
That was a great show.
And I was like,
Hey,
I have a
Mark.
good tease story for you. And,
Terry's out there, man.
funny. Hey, Mr. Perry.
Yeah, that was I ended up doing the drum check for Anton Fig because he wasn't there. I was we were sitting there watching because I think it was like Ace's first album, with
It was Rock Soldiers and all that.
yeah, and all of a sudden we were in the audience watching, and where's the opening band's drummer? Where's the drummer at? I need you up here to hit these drums. And I was just like, whoa, no, you got to be kidding me, right? And yeah, so I think we did like a real quick rock and roll all night, maybe 10 seconds, so we
Yeah.
could hear the drums, and that was it. But that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Sitting in on Anton's kit.
Anton was like, I loved him.
Yeah.
Ever since I heard him do Wipeout on the Ace Frehley solo album, I was like, who's this guy? This
Yeah,
guy's great.
what a great
and
drummer.
Then you come to find out that he's the guy on Dynasty.
Anyone?
No, I'm good, thank you.
You want?
Yeah, are we sampling it for the beer thing?
I want one because I'm thirsty as hell.
Oh, I saw him work. Oh, you have that
I'll
now.
have this one. Okay,
I'll
then
nurse this mess, and then I'll come back.
I'm fucking
Circle
dying
back.
over here, man.
But
sorry.
Ace was really cool, though. Ace was really
So
cool
he
to
was
us.
sober that night.
I guess so, because we were able to. We got autographs from him. He took some pictures. So he was really cool to us.
That's nice to hear.
Yeah, because I've heard some horror stories
I had
later in life.
I had some experiences with him. Though. I mean, he was cool to me, but he, just not super friendly. I mean, he was actually pretty receptive to me and the things I was saying to him. I was talking about some things about music and stuff.
Did
like
he just say yeah all the time?
smile and wave.
But compared to Bruce Kulick, and I know I've spoken about Bruce a bunch on the show. One of the nicest people in the music business I've ever met. Very accommodating, very genuine guy. Just a great guy. And Eric Carr was a great guy. I met him too.
I was just going to say I had passes for the dress rehearsal show of the first Revenge show up at the Stabler, and then I had backstage for the show. And that's, or if you go to my Facebook, I have a picture of me and Paul, Stanley, myself, and Eric. And yes, I'll copy that. Yeah, man. Eric was really, really cool.
Good guy.
Yeah, really cool. As a matter of fact, at the dress rehearsal, I was in the audience, and
You're talking Eric Singer now.
I'm sorry, Eric Singer. God rest Eric Carr. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric Singer.
Not Finkelstein.
What?
Sorry.
That's like Harry Potter.
Sorry.
But a photographer came up to me and said, "Are you Eric Singer's brother?" And I was like, "No, man, no."
You do
not
kind of look like him. Now that you're
I mean,
saying
back in
it.
the day, you figure that was, what year was that? I mean, we were thinner with longer hair. And
90, 91 Revenge.
yeah, that was, man,
What a great record.
that was almost 30 years ago, right? At
No,
least.
no, I refuse to believe that.
So,
What?
But anyway, no. So, yeah.
Nope.
I won't even talk about how long ago it was.
Yeah.
I hate when people come out with that thing comparing it's actually, when you think of Happy Days, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I know.
Don't even start. Don't tell me how far away the 50s were from the 70s, and I thought it was forever because I'll come to your
It
house.
seemed like it. The
Burn it
cars
down.
looked so bizarre.
Well, it just seemed like forever. It's when your parents were out
Bubble
getting laid,
cars.
You know?
I mean, do 90s cars look as bizarre today?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Love the old cars.
I think anything
They had
after
class.
post 71, everything just started getting bubbly and bigger and slower.
I squared off for a little while
Yeah, it squared off like you got
because the American companies didn't know how to handle the Japanese onslaught.
I know what to
and
do,
the gas
dude. No,
economy
right
problems.
angles, that'll do it.
That's what they did. They tried to just
Yeah.
streamline everything.
Yeah,
And then you got
streamlined.
Pintos and Pacers.
Yes.
Yeah, you got a bubble car and then you got a
And
refrigerator box
a
on
rolling
wheels.
bomb. A rolling bomb in the Pinto.
Pinot, I had a Pinot. Hold on, I had a Pinot wagon. I did. Fit all my drums.
It was such a great car that they decided to make a Mustang out of it. The Mustang too.
You
My
remember the
sister had one of those pieces of shit.
Horrible car.
Oh,
You remember the Pinot wagons when they came out?
Yes.
They were yellow with the bubble window in the back.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
You remember that? Tim Buckwalter had one.
Who's Tim Buckwalter? Tell me who Tim.
Damian Rath.
Oh, okay.
God rest his soul. He was a bass player back in the day. He was my bass player in Trickery when I first, I guess we'll say, found Chris Moran. You know, and with Cy, do you know Cy Kranick?
I know Cy.
Well, that was Trickery back in the day, and
Cy's a great vocalist.
yeah, and you know what? Let me tell you something. He was really good back then. When we got back together for a 30-year reunion at the Rib House, you know, obviously years ago. Dog Bite Money let us play, and we played the exact set that we played the very first time we came out 30 years ago with like Bad Motor Scooter.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, and Sin City, you know, all the classics. And yeah, so Tim was in that band, and then later, a few years later, I ended up back with Chris and Tim and Tom Boritz we were called Fallen Angel.
I remember.
Oh, I remember that band.
Yeah, and then we were going back and forth whether to call the band Fallen Angel or Von Damien.
Was Chris Gardino in at that time?
Going in.
No, it was just I know it was myself, Chris Moran, Tom, and Damian Rath, Tim Buckwalter. Yeah, I
You
tell
bring
what,
back memories.
they were that music was way ahead of its time because that was some badass shit, man. That was a little heavy. Tim had that real high Judas Priest, Queensryche. He could get to that octave, and it was just wow. Chris,
Yeah, I was gonna tell you that was when I first started going to music, like when I moved down here from Canada. That's probably one of the you guys in Metal Wolf were probably the first two bands I really saw,
Metal Wolf,
and
yeah.
then of
God.
course Tease.
Metal Wolf when they would. I'm thinking Metal Wolf, right? That's
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, that's
the band from Richboro.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think I
What's
have
his
one on this.
Empire Band
basically.
back in the day,
The
mid '80s.
blonde-haired guy.
That's him. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I have some of their stuff
So
on
they-
this computer. I
We're
play it,
playing.
but we get
You know,
in trouble.
we played with them a bunch, and you know, the one night I get to the Red Garter, and there's just like stacks of Marshalls on the stage. That was great, man.
Can I use that?
Metal Wolf. Yeah, they were definitely on the heavier side.
Jimmy,
Yep.
John's something. I can't think of his.
Jingleheimer?
I would know the blonde-headed guitar player if somebody's
Yeah.
if you said his
He
name.
comes up in my feed. He I don't know, Jimmy John's.
But they were good. I mean, they were good. They were
Jamie,
all those bands back in the day, man. Even Jack. How about Jackie Bam Bam back in?
I auditioned
Did you?
for Scarlet Fever, and
Jackie
Pre or
on
post
drums.
Rex.
yeah,
Jackie on drums. Yeah.
and you know they said to me, well, you know, we're going to do some glam stuff, and you
Mm-hmm.
need to wear makeup, and I was like, I was.
Can you be pretty?
As much as I'm into Kiss, you know, I'm like.
That's cartoon
A
makeup,
little
though.
pause, and I was like, I don't know if I want to go that route. It was bad enough. I
You
was using
should have
hairspray.
done that though. You should have like made yourself up look like some kind of demonic clown and walked out like this.
He wanted me to join, and there were some other factors that were involved there. So I just bailed out. I bailed out gracefully, and regretted it ever since.
Yeah. I mean, he did what he had to do. It was
And
great.
you know who got me that audition?
Finkelstein? Finkelstein? Fucking how? How does he know anybody?
They practiced in the same place somewhere in Center City. It was near where the casino.
Why would
is,
anybody?
Rivers. Somewhere down there?
Why
was
would
a
anybody
rehearsal.
go
Not
anywhere
RPM,
he is on purpose?
but some other rehearsal place near RPM,
Hmm.
which was the RPM was like every freaking drummer I auditioned was in RPM.
Yep.
What a just a bad place. If you didn't bring your equipment, man, oh my God. Because every teenager went in there.
What, down the city?
Yeah.
That's where I first met Tony. That's where I first met Tony Destra. Sticks. Another
Oh,
one,
no
God
shit.
rest his
Oh,
soul.
yeah.
All our friends, man. Unbelievable. Yeah, I just got into Tease, and this was before Rex. We were just going over the songs because I was, and I had prayed for this day. I will say that, because I was a Tease fan, and when I was in Manus, we opened up for him a couple times. So that was great. I mean, me and Steve and I standing in front going, man, this is what we want to do. This is where we need to take the band. So, all of a sudden, Kevin and Brian are gone.
Yeah.
And it was either Dave or Greg called me right away, and we were auditioning. So we get there, and Brittany Fox they just were starting to get together too. So here comes a knock on our door. Open the door, hey, is your drummer here? And, hey, how you doing? He's like, hey, I'm Tony Sticks Dester. He says, I said, hey, how you doing, Tony? I'm, Mike Natalini, new drummer for Tease. He says, yeah, I'm drummer for Brittany Fox. He said, my wife just pulled away. He says, you wouldn't happen to have an extra set of sticks, would you? I'm like, yeah, man, what do you need? So I gave him a set of sticks. Following week, we show up. He shows up now. Remember back in the day, Tease was in the fluorescent rags.
Yes.
So this was before we knew that we were going to change, which I wish we didn't. But anyway, change that look. Well, the next week he shows up with a killer pair of fluorescent green drumsticks, and he's like, "Dude, these are for you, man. Make sure you play them on your first show."
What a good guy.
Yeah, he was a great dude, and another one, sorely missed. So many. Oh my God, there's so many of them
going now.
Yeah, so many.
We're at
Yeah.
the age, unfortunately.
So many of them. Such a shame.
Now, Chris and he was, when Dog Bite Money, I think was the first band I ever saw when I moved up here. So like I was out of music for 14 years.
Wow.
I a couple reunion shows with Instinct here and there, but for the most part I was done. And when I started getting back into it, I went up to the Rib House and Dog Bite Money was playing. And it was Freddie and them, and I'm just standing there, and I was, was putting together a cover band at that point.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, this is what I want us to get to. This is what we need to be, because that was,
Sure.
I'm not a cover band guy per se. Never played covers till I joined Old School. Other than when I was in the basement playing Paranoid and Iron Man with my first band.
Man.
Because that's what you do.
I get it. No, I know. You're right. You're right.
You have to do
Some
that.
American woman. So I had to learn a whole new set of chops and look at the world in a different way. And I still can't really even wrap my head around it sometimes because I don't play solos the way the original guy does on most things I do. Mm-hmm. I approach it like George Lynch would. George is like, okay, well, there's a little bit of this, but I'm George Lynch. I'm not George Lynch. I'm Paul Adler, but I just approach it with my own little flair. Sometimes it's a disaster. So,
I don't believe that at all.
Oh, I've had there's some.
We've
video
all
out
had
there.
disasters, but listen, if you don't, how many musicians are in the audience? Maybe 5%.
And they know.
They're the only ones that'll be like,
You're like, my God, he's unconscious, but he's still playing.
Well, I fell off.
But the other
I fell
ones
off the stage on Sunday night at the
No, you
the
didn't.
Norristown thing. Yeah.
Really? Would you just walk off the stage?
So the way the stage was, it was kind of a T, a truncated T. So I had all my stuff to the one side, and I'm playing, and I'm like, this is not a good setup. I should have my stuff over. And I knew. I went to the microphone for the one song, and down I went right off the stage.
You land on your feet or on your ass?
I landed on this leg, and it's pretty fucked up. It hurt.
Oh, I bet.
It hurt.
I remember Buddy slipped on his when we were playing the Ardmore. He slipped on his the David Lee Roth.
Oh yeah, his
big
little
sparkle robe. Yeah, it was
Jesus
long. He
Christ.
slipped on it, dude. He went down too. I remember. Yeah.
It's not fun.
No, I remember
fell off the stage at the water tower. I used to walk bars and tables when we first started at Wireless.
That's dangerous.
And I learned very quickly, the table needs to have 4 legs, not a center post.
Yeah. But
It's a shame you didn't learn that before you got up there,
Right.
but whatever.
more importantly,
Flip the
when
table.
you walked off the stage, did you just go and just meant to do that?
Playing,
Didn't
kept
that look
playing,
cool?
Kept playing. I rolled a monitor wedge. Never stood on one of those before. Learned that you don't do that.
I was fooling around once when I was skating, trying to like show off for like, my wife and her sister like back in the day, and I was just pretending I was drunk skating. Came down on both knees. Ooh. I mean, right down on them.
How'd that feel?
I still feel it actually. It still hurts. But I got up. I'm like skated away until they couldn't see me, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
So, Paul, you're lucky
can't
you're
see
not
my
a one
tears.
guitar band at least, right?
You just
Because
gotta laugh.
Well,
nobody notices.
sometimes I would still keep playing. Like the time I rolled the monitor, I landed on my back and kept playing the song.
There's still people out in the audience going, "Did you see what he did? Wasn't that badass?"
Yeah, it hurt.
Did he mean to do that, or is that is that like David Lee singing?
You
I think
always
I
meant to
forgot the
do it.
fucking words.
So I know Buddy from way back when.
Sick Vicky.
Yeah.
That's what
Yes.
I mean. That's when I know him.
So
I'm the only one in Sick Vicky now that played with them.
Yes.
So it's
yes.
crazy because, Pat and I, we really got to know each other in the last 5 years, if at the most. And we gigged together. We gigged together back in the days. We at Bonnie's, and I know we played probably at the Red Garter together. I'm not sure.
Wow.
Probably.
But I know we did gigs together. Because I remember Sick Vicky being on the bill. I remember Gasoline being on the bill and playing with those cats.
Oh man, I love them guys.
Gasoline.
Union City down in Delaware.
That was
No, Union Station.
Ray.
Union Station, I'm sorry.
Ray.
Yeah, that was our
I
go-to
am
club
Ray.
for a long time.
That's how you would say it. I
Ray?
am Ray.
What's his name was on drums? He's in California now, isn't he?
Oh, Kurt.
Kurt, and I forget there was somebody else. I forget who the other band. They were good.
They were great bands.
They used to open for us back because they're from Lansdale, basically that whole area.
Yeah.
They were good.
And then I played up at one of my first gigs was in Lansdale. And it was a band Richie Salamo was in, and they had fire towers on the stage.
Oh Christ!
Well, he was.
They had little
Oh,
ones.
was that Great White?
Was that yeah?
It was
Is it
called
Assassin?
Capone's. I don't
Oh yeah,
know.
Capone's absolutely.
But I'm pretty sure Richie was in the band. Fright something or something. I don't know. Whatever it was. Because I'm pretty sure Richie was the guy in the band in those days.
It's so funny you bring up some of these guys. I remember Richie when he was just starting. He would call me up when he was in Assassin with Ken Shockley.
Yeah.
And
Oh wow.
Ken is a great guitar player.
and come up and call me and say, Mike, can you stop out? Stop at the rehearsal and just to hear us. And he was at his basement. So yeah, I've known Richie. We ended up calling each other for years at Christmas Day because our girlfriends were each buying us drum stuff. So we wanted to see what did she get you this year on drums? Richie, what did you get? Cymbal, dude, I got a kick drum, you know what I mean? And yeah, I go back a long way with Richie. Awesome drummer.
So I got a great Richie story for you, Mike, if you want to hear it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he he's in Sick Vicky now, right?
Yeah. And,
So
and a
he-
couple other bands.
Yeah, it's like 12 other bands
Yeah.
too. But we played with Starship and Foghat over the weekend up at the Spyglass Winery. And the guys from Foghat came out and we're hanging out on the side of the stage. They were digging the set and everything. And Roger, came up and shook Richie's hand afterward and told him what a good job he did. Richie was on cloud freaking
I bet, dude.
because he's the only original member in Foghat now. You know what I mean? And when he actually approached Richie didn't approach him. Which was really cool.
That's awesome. Good for him. Good for Richie. He deserves it.
He's a great,
good guy.
great songwriting.
He's a great dude.
Yeah.
Wrote some killer tunes with him one time. He was over here. God, what year was that? 2003. And I didn't know who he was. This other guy I knew. Was
You let him in your house.
Tom Deck brought him over.
Tom.
So-
Okay, know him, guy. Go back a long way.
We
with
all
him,
know
too.
Tom.
Tom and I were thinking about putting a band together. So we're like, let's get together. We'll write some tunes. So we got together one afternoon, and we wrote about 6, pieces. Recorded them and everything. And I didn't know who this guy was. He came in here all unshaven with his long black hair, and he's back here pounding on the drums. And
Like Tommy Lee, looking like
yeah,
Tommy
I'm like,
Lee. Yeah.
and I'm like, this guy's fucking great.
Yeah, he can hit him.
And I got to find that tape one of these days. There's some good stuff on there. Because Tom he has a stack of lyrics, so he's just ready. He's singing. It was a magic moment.
You have to bring the tape player. You have to go through your archives, grab a bunch of tapes,
We'll have to do
bring
that.
the tape deck in.
I'm not suffering through that alone. You're gonna have to. Do it.
Oh yeah,
I have a couple hundred cassettes still that with all that shit on it.
I have to pound through that.
It's so funny, all these names that come up, and it's such a crazy musician circle, because you bring up Tom Deck. Now I'm going to go back.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
I played my first gig opening for him.
What
And
band?
Mark.
What band was he in?
That was Blind Date.
Okay, because I sat in with, because I know Robin
That's what Terry
Hallman.
just said on the bottom.
Oh,
I know Robin Hallman, and he was in a band with Robin Hallman. They might have been called Velvet Sky. And I sat in with them, and that might be one of the first times that I met Tom Deck, but I knew Tom Deck through the guys. I think he knows the guys in Tees, so I think that's how we connected. But I remember sitting in, it was a cover band, I sat in, back in the 80s, early 80s, and yeah, I think they were called Velvet Sky, as a matter of fact, and Tom Deck was...
So I met
singer.
Tom literally because Terry's, she just chimed in Blind Date as well. Terry's singer for Instinct. So our first gig was opening for Blind Date at Walsh's.
Walsh, oh my gosh, yeah.
That was my first,
Absolutely.
we'll call it professional gig of my life.
Now, what year
playing
was
there.
that?
That was 1988, I think.
Okay.
I think it was 88. Might have been 89. Terry probably knows better than I do. And that was the night, Terry, that you introduced us because she was in a band called Expense. And it was a cover band. And she introduced us. We were Instinct. She introduced us as Extinct.
That happens.
That was great.
It was great.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And I never let her live that down. I bring that up all the time. Obviously, I just brought it up on the show. But
I think you mentioned it on Saturday.
I did, yeah, on stage because we played the Water Tower.
You wonder if that's on
We are extinct. Oops.
you wonder if that's on purpose, because Mickey Dolenz, he brought us on stage at a club up in New York, and he called us to bust buddies' balls. He brought us here. Romeo's Delight, or the Romeo's Delight, like not close to the name, but
Right.
he did it to bust buddies' balls.
That's funny.
Yeah. Mickey's really cool. Mickey Dolenz is really he's
I met him for a microsecond at a record convention one time.
he's really cool. To be honest, he's not even a drummer, but back when I was a kid, he was one of the reasons why I picked up the drums. Just watching him in the Monkees.
He was the reason I watched the Monkees. He was my favorite person on that show, the favorite character. If you
And
wanna
he's
call it
really more the voice. He's really more of the. I mean, I know Davy Jones, the good-looking front guy, but
Right.
you listen to those tunes. It's Mickey's.
him.
Mickey's a voice,
Yeah.
voice of.
Yeah.
And but anyway, so yeah.
But Davey broke
We
my heart.
digress.
Davy Jones broke my heart when I saw him in like 89 when they played down at the Vet.
Sorry.
And like Davy Jones, this little dude, but he's all like buffed out, like his little mini Hulk, and I'm like, what is this horror? What the hell is that?
What is this horror?
I don't want to see this.
And all those cats are dropping off. It's
Yeah, but anyway, so,
Well, the only one is Mickey.
yeah, and he was just we just did his 80th. Yeah, God bless him.
He's 80.
God bless him.
Amen.
Somebody just sent me.
He was the moth in the cartoon show The Tick.
Oh, that's right. He was Arthur.
He's Arthur. Because he did a whole thing with doing voiceovers and all that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was. Somebody just sent me an old. You remember the Nerf balls?
Yeah.
Remember when Nerf came out? Well, the Monkees did a Nerf ball commercial when they first came out, and somebody just sent it to
Oh my
me
God,
on Instagram.
I've actually just seen that. Yeah, that's been going
They're-
around.
wasn't they were throwing the Nerf balls at each other?
Yep.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
That's
crazy shit.
funny,
Yeah,
man.
the
Like,
good old days.
I forgot about Nerf. You
Works
said it,
better
but
if you stick 'em in water first.
That was such a big part of my childhood.
Nerf
Playing
balls?
Nerf football.
Ugh.
That's crazy.
I always hated people like that. My friends would only play football if we played Nerf. And you had to be touch football with a Nerf ball.
touch.
Who are you? I want to play with a real football that hurts if you fuck it up, and I want to knock you down.
We played on cement.
Yeah, we did too.
Yeah.
We played in the
Tackle on cement.
we played in the graveyard where the graves were like sewer plates. You got to be really careful.
And then they got that new Nerf football that has the fins on it, so you can throw it like 3 times as far and it always goes perfectly
I
straight.
mean, what's next? They're just going to give you a bionic Nerf arm?
Turbo
Exactly.
For Christ's
football.
sake.
Or the ones with the long back where they say when you throw them they whistle.
Yeah, it's like a
When you-
Stuka.
Yeah,
It's
true.
a Nazi Nerf ball.
They
Hey,
probably
as we're
have
name
those.
dropping here for old people, do you remember Chuck Holly at all? From back in the day, he was a drumming back up in Telford and all them places, like way back. He was the drummer in the first band I joined called Hostage.
What was
We
his
did
name?
like one gig at the Empire. Chuck Holly.
Chuck Holly. No, I can't say I do.
I think that was my third gig. Was the Telford Inn.
Oh God, we
The
lived.
Telford Inn, yeah.
That was the third
We used
place.
to play
We
there.
lived at the Telford Inn. That was our home.
So we you know, I was this little Jewish boy from Northeast Philadelphia. You know,
You ready for one of these?
yeah. Thank you. So you know, I didn't.
thirsty, I'm
What I
sorry.
know, you know,
He gets that
I
look in
went
his
to
eye.
synagogue and I went to high school and you know, and
Oh,
I don't know
boy.
anything, right? So we're
You're sugar nuts.
I'm driving up with Terry, and we're pulling up, and you know, I really hadn't been in bars other than Nick's Roast Beef. That was my hangout in North
Wow.
in Philly. Went there underage.
You were used to Manischewitz wine.
Yeah, that's all they served there. It was roast beef and Manischewitz all night.
Were you neat?
Oh boy.
How you doing?
Sitting at the bar, big bowl of matzah chunks.
So we're pulling up to the Telford, and there's a biker out front. He's got another guy by the head, and he's slamming his head into the post. And I didn't see the name of the building, and we're pulling in, and I said, Tara, is this the place where we're playing
You should
tonight?
have asked the guy that was out front. He probably knew.
And she's like, yep. And we were playing with Blind Date again.
Yeah, oh yeah, I remember them.
So, you know, we go in, and there's like a heater above where I'm standing on the. I banged my head into the fucking heater.
Oh, on stage. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
remember that thing. Oh.
I went to put my guitar through the ceiling at the Galaxy because the ceiling was so low. I didn't realize.
The good old days of spinning the guitars too. I remember that.
Yeah, man. Mark does that really good. Mark
Yeah,
Barker.
I saw you guys at the Rib House one night. I walked in. He had a tease shirt on, and the next thing I know, he's throwing the guitar around, and I was just like, "Yeah, man."
He scares the shit out of me when he does that. There's
Yeah,
no
man.
room around him, you know.
I can't wrap my head around what happens with the chord. That's why I don't do it, because I'm like, where does the chord go? I would end up getting
You
choked
gotta be
out.
wireless.
Well, the wireless, sure, but he doesn't. He uses it on a wire, man. He doesn't.
Yeah, I
he-
mean,
you
even
know.
back in the day, the guys they had chords. I mean, I just know Dave would flip it out of his way, and the next thing you know, man, that big bass is going around his little body.
Does he do like a twist afterwards?
It just sometimes
He
it
comes
takes up.
around
You know
it.
what
That
I
was
mean? It's
Heaven's Edge. Spin and flip and kick.
Well, that's to untangle the cord, man.
Oh my God, Gigi used to do that. Like he
Yeah.
was really good at that too.
Another great band, man. I just
Dave was awesome. I remember seeing Dave. One of the reasons that I kept playing bass was Dave back in the day.
yeah.
I still,
Dave,
and I like
and-
the fact that we can still play with him now. You know, I mean, we've done a couple of gigs with him recently up in like Doylestown at the Puck and things like that.
Yeah, Dave's. I mean, I'm happy. I'm so happy for him with his original stuff. You know what I mean? Because his stuff sounds just like his influences. I mean, from Bowie to Genesis to, yeah, Dave's
Yeah.
really, really a talented dude, man. I'm happy for him. You know, just from being together since like '86. You know, yeah.
For those that don't know, we're in the Philadelphia area. I don't know where you could be watching this in
Or you
Los Angeles.
Kiwis out in New Zealand.
So
yeah.
we're talking about the
Switzerland.
Philadelphia music scene. Let's say from about 1985 to about 1993, in that vicinity, time-wise, mostly, and maybe a little bit earlier.
Tri-state, Jersey, Delaware, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
we
Maybe
were
a little bit
around
up in
Hollywood
New
out
York
here,
because
basically.
we did all the when I was in Tees, we did all the Lemoores. We did the Park Villa,
Wanted to play
Studio
there so bad.
One.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
some
hate you now.
some
You-
great
would-
shit.
Would you not make that noise and do that at the same time, please?
So I finally
Studio.
got to Lemoore,
Go ahead.
Which one? Lemoore, Brooklyn.
the one in Brooklyn,
Okay.
in year 2000.
Oh, okay.
And I was going to see Rob Halford with his solo band. This is before he got back in Priest.
Okay.
The place was the size of an acorn. Rob Halford was as far from me as that hallway. I'm like, holy fuck. I'm standing 20 feet from Rob Halford, and there's not like 10,000 people in between me and him.
Yeah.
That was the great, and that album, Resurrection, is one of the best records I've ever bought. I love it. I love it. I love it. Ooh, Resurrection. Big Halford fan.
All those places were great.
Priest.
All those places were great venues.
But I finally got to go there, and I was like, "This is hallowed ground." Like, there's places that are hallowed ground to me. You got to play some of them. That's cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, again, it was at that time. I I was happy to get into teas. One thing you brought up about the cover bands, and I was just telling a friend of mine this the other night. I have so much respect for all my friends that are in cover bands.
It's a whole nother animal.
It really is, and I only ended up doing that. Early '80s when I first got into it, and did a little bit because I ended up, even with Fallen Angel with Chris and Tom, and we were doing originals because back then that's what it was, and that was like 80, I'll say like 85-ish. So I kind of got lucky, and I didn't really do only Trickery. And when I was telling you about when I first with Chris, he was young. He couldn't even. We were playing Central Park in Wayne, and he had to have his mom because he wasn't 18 yet for a couple shows until he was 18. But anyway, yeah. So I only ended up doing that for a handful of years, and then Trickery, Manus, and then I got I got lucky and ended up in Tees, and that was the original scene.
Yeah.
I got out of that, lasted till like late '90s, and I think I was in a cover band for a little bit, but it was a crazy cover band. Genesis stuff I never even thought I would play, like fives and sevens. We were doing Elton John, Funeral for a Friend, all that. But then I got in that only a couple years for that, and then I got into the Tramps for 25 years.
Wow.
So that's what I mean. I have so much respect for all you guys and women that are in the cover scene doing the 3 and 4 sets a night, man. I remember that 10, and I know you probably do too, and all of you out there listening, the 10 to 2, 10 to 2 shows, 4 sets, and
Yeah.
who's there on them? Like Central Park was, if you were the main band back in the day, you played Monday night 10 to 2, Wednesday night 10 to 2. Who's in the bar on a Monday and Wednesday night at 2 o'clock except your girlfriend and a couple of the barmaids, you know what I mean? And going, oh my God, we got to play. Luckily, Thursday night was ladies' night, so had a nice crowd.
Those were the best nights to see Mike LeCompte.
Yeah, there you go. Back
Thursday
in the day,
nights
yeah.
at the Velvet.
At the Velvet, and then Friday and Saturday night, if you were the main band, you always had an opening band. So now you're
did
again, my so much respect for all of yous that are even still doing it.
I don't consider myself a cover guy,
Well,
even though I've been doing old school for it's going on 17, 18 years.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't consider myself a cover guitar guy.
No, but I mean, as a musician in a band that's playing covers, the
Right.
same stuff, the same, with Romeo Delight, it's a different story. I'm doing the same stuff, but I'm not doing it every week. We change it up a little bit. You guys, man, it's, you're sticking to a 30 song or plus 30 plus song.
We have 110 songs in the bucket.
Wow, and it's
Now we don't play all.
You don't play
of
them all, right?
But we'll pull them out, and this year has been specifically a different year because we're transitioning into Bob Chavis as our lead vocalist.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
awesome.
as we
Awesome
do that
singer.
transition, he's got a lot of commitments this year. So we've had a lot of other people coming in and doing stuff and being in the band, filling in, and because there's dates he was already committed to. So and as dates come up, I typically don't say no. So I take it
Sure.
and then I figure it out. I'm not a good. I like to plan things, but so it's been a challenging year. So we're doing stuff sometimes that we haven't played in 7 months or 8 months or a year, and I got to sit in the other room because I don't practice in here. I practice on a sofa with my Line 6 amplifier. I have all these great amps, and I use fucking Chinese guitar amp to practice.
Line 6 and a pair of headphones.
That's it, man. I'm trying to be quiet and respectful of the wife and the cats, and it's weird. I mean, it's been a weird year, but it's
Like, for
still
me, Paul,
working.
I never played covers until like this year.
That's
and
right.
I learned
yeah.
I learned like 50 songs in like 2.5 months.
It's a nightmare, isn't it?
It's crazy.
When I joined Old School was another band in the beginning. We were Stumpy Jones, but Stumpy Jones took the place of another band that had a gig booked, and they had a set list, and I was given like all these songs to learn in 2 weeks, like 40 songs. If that happened to me today, I'd probably be in an insane asylum.
I was trying. I think I gave you 30. No kidding. Go ahead.
We'd like you to fill in for this Air Supply cover band.
Friday night we play.
I'm the first to admit, and the guys in the band will tell you, I'm not big on that.
It's all good, man.
So I went out. I bought a loose leaf binder. I bought paper. I got a magic marker. I wrote out my own version.
What was this?
of-
The 70s?
Loose leaf.
I put chord charts in my own shorthand. What key the solo is in, where your hand goes. Okay, we're going to do an E at the 12th fret. Like, had to give myself all these little notes so that every time I practiced the song, I would not screw it up as much as the last time.
How often did you get distracted and draw like fighter planes shooting at each other in the margins?
Usually once a night.
This looks like a smiley face, these two little notes.
Now, here's the kicker. They would change the set list sometimes in the middle. We're going to this. Wait, I have to
Wait, I gotta go
flipping
through my
pages.
paper. Yeah, man, I got you, brother.
See, that's what iPads are for now.
I got you.
And I'm not an iPad guy. I'm barely a MaxiPad guy.
But I see guys doing, and you know, I can't even. I'm not gonna make fun of somebody who's got an iPad there and they're looking at it while they're singing. I see guys do that.
They do it all now.
I don't know how the hell they do it. Like I can't sing karaoke if I don't know the fucking song.
But they're familiar enough with it that it's enough that they can.
It's a crutch.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm not going to name names, but there are people we all know, and they're very good singers, and they're very good at what they do. But they use they have monitors in front of them, you know, and that's where you put your lyrics, and that's where you put your iPad or whatever.
I know guys. They even have binders, and it's on the floor.
I know a guy
And they
who
don't
has
even
a
look at
video
it.
screen on stage.
Hold on, I saw
Ozzy does it.
Well, what's his name from Angel? Frank.
Domino.
I saw him. We a couple of us were at the show at the place in Springfield.
Yeah, that's a great room.
Little room. We saw him bending over, turning the page. Now, this is Frank Domino from Angel.
I've
his
seen
pants
guys
split?
do that. Yeah.
He's leaning over and turning the page, and I think it was Freddie and I, and we're like nudging each other, going, "Could you make it more?" I mean, like you said, hide it.
Yeah.
At least hide it on
Right.
the monitor. He's just kicking it over.
He doesn't care. He's like,
No.
fuck it.
That's where you get a tech to like just turn the page.
Jim Naffis just mentioned Jeans on the Boulevard, another great place. And
Oh yeah.
Terry mentioned Hot Plums. That was a great room. That was in the Sheraton on the Boulevard, I think.
And was there cherries? Cherries one? Cherries
I
one
remember-
and two? Maybe
I never made it to that place.
back in the day. I remember seeing Thrust back. I mean, Thrust with I know Adam was in the band. Dave Knoll, maybe.
I know that.
Oh yeah, I think he was. Now correct me, whoever's out there. He's either a great guitar player or a great singer or both. But Thrust was a great band.
Wow.
Yeah, and I remember them.
Jim Naffis sends us videos. He sends us YouTube videos. Sometimes we get away with playing them, sometimes we don't. But, you know, we do whole episodes where he's sending us these videos of these cover bands from the early 80s. Holy. Like, they're just crushing it, man.
Dead End Kids. Back in the, I mean, you know, then if you want to go that, you know, back then there was, again, you had, you know, the Dead End Kids, and you can go the other side. Another great band, Witness.
Kashmir,
Witness was a great
No,
band.
Witness. Yes.
That was one of the bands he
Network.
sent me. Was
Oh,
Well, yeah. We closed for Network.
Oh, Network,
at
yeah.
Dick Lee's Instant.
there's another one. Dick Lee's, good club,
We played a lot of bars back in the day.
because there was a lot.
Yeah, it was a different scene, and that's the thing that people don't get. It was an original scene that was supported by cover,
Yeah,
right?
and if
And
you
people rose out of the ranks from that.
right, absolutely. And if you see, I mean, just take a look at when you go out now. The age of the people that are out seeing bands now, they're on the older side because they're not like we used to be. You know, when we could get in the bars, we were all gone, and even before we could get in the bars, we were gone anyway, trying to get in.
Oh my God, yeah.
The music scene was incredible back in the day, whether it was original or cover. Kids don't, not many. I won't group them all in one, but
No, it's not.
most younger kids today don't go out and see live music. That's why there's nowhere to play, because all the bars
No
closed
money
down.
in it.
No money, right? You know,
As Jim Naffis, no, Terry
nobody
mentions
goes
money.
out. Nobody goes out anymore except go to the Rib House and see
Right.
and see who's there of the age bracket, and it's still
It's
us
weird.
because we're still loving it, and the younger kids.
I think the kids now just don't want to be in a crowd.
My son
Could
is
be.
in that small group of people that play in bands, and you know he's 27. Which
Good for him. Good for
when
him.
I was getting if you didn't make it by 27, it was over. Nowadays, that doesn't really matter.
No.
It's which is wonderful.
Look at us.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Look at us.
It's crazy, but he's
My
in this
Kazoo
whole,
album
there's
is
this
coming
whole
out.
sub scene of bands that's out there,
Yeah.
and they're doing it. But it's not. I try to explain to him. I mean, he's done some big shows and stuff, but it's not like it was. Like
No.
my first time playing the Empire, we sold it out. We had sold.
Hey,
our
Tom.
band had 400 tickets in the door.
Nice.
I couldn't get 400 tickets to see me take my clothes off in a parking lot if I lit myself on fire today.
If you
know
lit
what I mean?
yourself on fire,
Yeah,
I could sell that.
I'm telling you.
I don't know about the nudity.
Well, I was just trying to add a little bit because of the hair. It'd go up quicker.
Tom is here, by the way.
Oh, Tom from Tom's World.
Yeah.
This is Tom's World. Tom, I didn't look today.
Will it fit? Will
Did
it
you
fit?
release a video? That's what I want to know. Because if you did, we should
Should it
talk
fit?
about it real quick. Well, he's on delay.
He's on delay.
He's with Ben Delay.
Yeah, I was kind of creeped out. I forgot. I this thing was running here, and it's
Yeah.
on the delay feed, and I saw myself doing things I wasn't doing, and I'm like,
You wigged yourself out.
I got to stop drinking.
That's what
That'll
you
never
blame it
happen.
on. Blame it on.
Yeah,
Blame it on drinking.
Pretty cool, man.
Solution to and cause of all
you know,
my problems.
like for me, music was everything growing up.
Yeah.
And you get that bug. I was talking to my aunt recently. She's like 79, and she goes, "I remember we thought it was a fad or a phase with you.
Like that masturbation thing.
Well, neither went away.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. I mean, she's like, you still like Kiss too. Like they thought that was like a menudo kind of thing. Is the way they use.
Shut! Don't ever say
Don't
things
ever
like
say
that.
that.
Jesus.
That's
That was
Oh,
a good one,
God,
though.
But
Good
if,
one,
if
though.
you think
I
of the
get it.
generation behind us, they're
I
like
get it.
guys wearing clown makeup. Like they're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
I know that would have been my reaction if I was into like.
But you
Frank
had a whole
Sinatra.
different experience with Kiss than what I had. Like you said, people got on your shit because you were a Kiss fan in the city.
Oh, it was not cool.
But in my school, like people would be talking about them like in the line to get into school in the morning. Like they were huge out here.
But once Dynasty came out, it was over, man. Like that tour was sort of big, and then after that, it took a nosedive, and kids were relentless in school, picking on me, just attacking me for being a Kiss fan because I had Kiss on my books and everything.
See, they were already known back then. When I got into them was when the first Alive album came out. And
so
I
you
was,
get 75,
so yeah, and I was drawing all the characters. So
77 was my year.
okay, so nobody really knew.
yeah, this was earlier on. Like people
Maybe
in my school were like into them like 75, 76.
Yeah.
Like
But
they were like
but the thing was, I was supposed to stop liking them when Dynasty came out. That's what happened, and I didn't stop.
well, it's like Def Leppard. You're supposed to hate them after Sting. No, what was that? shit?
Hysteria.
No,
Hysteria.
no, not Hysteria. Oh God, what is
Oh,
that?
I know what you're talking about.
What is that goddamn
Pyromania?
album? No,
It
no.
was the album with
It's really bad. It's like a lounge act.
yeah, it's not good.
It's after his. I actually liked Hysteria.
For me, and
The guy has one arm, man. Come on.
I'm going to talk like one of those guys.
true.
For me, it's the first two albums, On Through the Night and
Yeah.
High and Dry.
Yeah.
Pyromania is okay, but the first two are hardcore. Excuse me.
I have
First
like
record
Wasted.
with Pete Willis on lead guitar.
I have their demo tape.
16-year-old phenomenon.
Yeah.
What a great guitar player.
Yeah, but
And-
I mean,
and-
slang. That's it. When
Slang.
slang came out, like
Well.
you get your ass beat in a parking lot if you had that playing, and I'd be the one to do it kicking your ass because that was awful.
I'm sorry,
But
but I didn't like it anyway.
But no, I mean it's just, it's.
But
kinda,
there was a
it's-
thing. There was a
there's-
thing. Like you
every
got picked
band's
up.
gonna put out something shitty.
All of a sudden, you were ostracized. You were, you might as well have been playing Dungeons and Dragons in your underwear.
Adler, you were cool yesterday, but I heard that album. Now you suck.
It was literally like that. And then, of course, there was nothing they could do that I found offensive. Even though, in my older age, I'm like, how did I like that? But I like it now. But
Well, when you're a kid, everything.
Unmasked came
Yeah.
out, and I was like, I liked it. Now I like it because it's nostalgic. It's a terrible record, but it's a great pop record.
Right. Exactly.
Listen. You can hear Gene's soul leave his
And
body.
I love The Elder. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I think that's a
For what it
great
is,
record.
yeah. And again, when a band like that, they're putting out so much music and so many albums and so many songs. there's going to be at least one where a huge fan is going to say,
That's it, I'm done.
Man, well, not done. Just say, wow, that wasn't what I expected. But they're going to come back out, and it's going to come back because not everything is going to be great.
Well,
Considering all the albums. They put out.
Honestly, I really never got into the stuff they did with Tommy.
Listen,
Thayer,
I'm 14
which
years
is-
old, and here's why they went wrong.
The records they put out with him, I loved watching him
Tommy
live.
Thayer?
Yeah, he's a great guitar player. I have all the respect in the world for him. I like the guy. I just didn't dig the records they did with him. I would rather have had Bruce Kulick in that fold.
I got you.
Bruce was really influential to me in playing. I mean, there's probably like 3 guys in the 80s that really helped me. George Lynch, Akira Takasaki, and everybody's like, who the hell's that? That's the guy from Loudness. And Bruce Kulick. And then I have to say on an offshoot would be Vinnie Vincent. They were the guys that really
Bold
was like,
choice.
he was a guy.
Was. Not sure now.
Listen,
I've seen
whatever
photos. I'm
whatever
not sure.
floats your boat. Nobody's sure, but
I've
it's
answered it
fine.
like
It
that.
doesn't change the fact that person was a great guitar player.
True.
And I really enjoyed what he did, even though like people accused him of speeding up. But those were the guys that like I was like, oh my God, there's a whole nother world of guitar because I was an Ace Frehley freak.
Sure.
Ace and Ted, like that was my foundation.
Ted.
So God,
No new
and
Tom's
then
World this
Wasp
year.
came out.
Week by week.
Okay.
And I remember, Scooter, when I first met him, he was standing, he really not turned me on because I knew who Van Halen was, but really he was so into Eddie and learning, what Eddie did. I mean,
I shouldn't have said what I said without mentioning Eddie. I'm sorry.
No, it's
Oh,
too
no,
late.
it's okay.
No, no,
'Cause
no.
that's just a given. Him and Tony Iommi are like,
yeah. I mean,
know
he's
what I
one
mean?
you don't even think about, but you should already
like they
know.
were in my nomenclature.
No, when we
Right?
leave, we're going to think ill of you. Forget it.
But I remember seeing Chris, man, practicing all those Eddie leads with his cassette in his room.
Or like
and what
watching
his-
him playing, go, turn around, you motherfucker.
What is Marshall just standing there, listening, stop, playing, rewind, listen, stop, play, rewind.
And that's the thing about being in a cover band. If like Eddie, to play what he does the way he does, it's not just playing the notes. It's not just playing them in time. There's a feel
Yeah.
that guy had. There's a swing feel. We were talking about
Yeah.
Gene Krupa before we came on air. That Eddie had this thing, and very few people have that in their playing as expressively as he did. He was an anomaly. There's a lot of guys that can really nail it now, and the closest I can think that are still alive that have that same thing going on in their playing, Vito Bratta and Nuno Betancourt.
I've heard that a couple people say about,
Especially Nuno.
yeah, Nuno. And then you had Alex behind him. They're both growing up to,
What
just-
a great drummer.
what a great pair.
I mean, he's a swing drummer.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
Big
What a great
band.
pair. And I still go back and listen, trying to get little parts, even if it's like You Really Got Me or somebody, something simple.
There's a lot of nuance in that.
Yeah, and I've been with Romeo Delight now for like 4.5 years or so.
For those that don't know, Romeo Delight is the premier Van Halen cover band.
No, Van Halen tribute band.
Oh, tribute.
America's Experience.
I'm in a cover band. You're in a tribute.
Yeah.
You want to break this over his face?
Hold on, no, it's all
wait.
right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
If the scar works out well,
Nah,
I could
it's
I have a mini axe if you want to hit him with it.
No, it's all good. So I still listen. You know what I mean? I still go over parts because I want to try and get it. I'll never be Alex. I'm a lot older. My hands don't work as good as they do.
Sure, Alex
My
can't be
wrists,
Alex.
yeah. But I try to get as close as possible, even because he was. I mean, you listen to some of his stuff. I mean, some stuff he'll just like a regular 2/4. He'll go with the hi hat on the verse and then the cymbal on the chorus. But then you got to listen to some of his stuff. Not every chorus is the same. Not every roll or fill is the same, like a lot of songs are.
It's organic.
And sometimes he goes during the verse. He's playing the bell. Cradle Will Rock. he's playing the bell during the verse. He goes to the hi-hat on the chorus.
It's
So
enough to make you crazy.
yeah, so I studying him is like you were talking about, with Eddie. It's really cool. You know what I mean?
And they had that magic between the two of them.
That's what I mean. That's huge.
So-
You could hear it.
I've been with the same bass player since about 1982 in Instinct. Russell and I started together.
Wow.
So we have this thing. When we write together, there's a lot of communication that takes place, whether it's through the instrument or just mentally. Like, I'm not saying like we're like mind melding or some shit.
Dickhead,
But-
I don't like that.
But we will have communication where he knows he's going to go to an E. I know where he's going now, and we do certain things. And there was a guy, Larry, who was with us in the beginning, my buddy that I grew up with. We just had a certain communication set, and when you're in a band where that's happening and you're writing,
Writing
that is
especially.
the greatest magic that
Yeah.
ever happened. And I heard stories like that about Greg over the years, legendary stories about Greg Malak and his songwriting abilities.
Yeah,
And-
I mean, again, Greg, and I love playing with Dave. I'm not a songwriter. I think I took one lesson back when I was in, grade school and then stopped because I was in sports until high school and then picked the drums back up. But I got a little story. But anyway, Dave, Dave and I have a great, great partnership when we play. We know exactly where the hit's going to be. He knows exactly where I'm going to go.
And bam,
and it's
there
there.
it is.
And I, been with Dave for a very long time, and for years we weren't together. But when we got the T's Roughhouse thing back together,
And he's talking about Dave Weekly. for
Dave
those that
Weekly,
don't
yes,
know.
yes, from
And
T's.
he has his own band. He's got a whole bunch of stuff
Called
going
Weekly, unbelievable. You can see him on YouTube. But yeah, when we get together, it's like, yeah, Dave. You know what I mean? He can feel me, and I can feel him. I was also in another awesome bass player. I mean, we have great musicians. We could go on and on just about the musicians in the local area. But Ron Chinapi from Former Strangers, practicing him with the She-Fest stuff, man. Him and I really lock in because we're both like a little bit of funk. You know what I mean? And I love my funk. Ron will know right where I'm going with a
on. You were the
hit.
Tramps. You had to have some funk.
So
in
had
your
to have a
son.
little bit of groove, yeah, you know what I mean? Long-haired white boy, tattooed white boy, yeah. But so yeah, that, and even with Joby now, with because I was in a tribute band with Joby back in the late '90s, a Van Halen tribute band called Jamie's Crying, and then of course we hooked up so many years later with Romeo, and even with that, I mean, I know it's Van Halen music, but we know exactly where he knows exactly the hit I'm going to hit.
There's something to be said for that.
Yeah, yeah.
And it adds so much to the music. And I don't care if you're playing covers or originals or you're writing. When that rhythm section has that lock-in happening, you don't even understand what's happening. You're just like, that feels so fucking good.
Hey.
And I had that feeling, and also with Rusty, with the Tramps, you know what I mean? But with the Tramps, it was just more of that disco beat, keeping the kick drum going, because that's what it was all about. And Rusty knew I was always going to be there if he wanted to go off a little bit on his bass, and do some runs during whatever. He always knew he could come when he comes right back. He's coming right back at me. You know what I mean? Right back on top with me. So
And that's the beauty of bands like Van Halen and Led Zeppelin.
yeah.
The rhythm section had its own specific feel. And you can see this dichotomy when you want to talk about Led Zeppelin. Listen to the Coverdale Page album. It is a magnificent record. But the feel that John Paul Jones and
Bottom.
John Bonham had is not present in Coverdale Page. It's still very good. Don't get me wrong.
sure.
It's an unbelievable record. It's another one of my top 20 records. But there's something about that backbeat when the bass player and the drummer are locked in. I call it the barroom brawl. It's just got this feel, and it's dirty and sleazy and just
It just has great feel. You can you can feel it. You know what I mean? You can feel it. Yeah.
Geezer Butler. The way Geezer Butler will command a band. He is the drummer in Black Sabbath.
Really?
For me, that's how it feels. And when I say, I'm not talking about just Bill Ward. I'm talking through all the iterations of the band. He's the guy that's holding it down. If you listen to that Mob Rules stuff, Oh my God.
By the way, Jim Naft said the Philly captain loves Romeo Delight, and Tom loves Romeo Delight as well.
See that?
Sweet. Thanks, guys.
Maybe you could get Tom to do an intro one of these days.
Absolutely. Romeo Delight. Yeah, man. I love that. I love this gig. Romeo's a great gig, and you got to have the players, you know. Buddy is a phenomenal David Lee.
He does it so
well. And he does. I mean, I know there's a lot out there. Love them all. You know what I mean? I have no hatred for any of the other Van Halen tribute bands because we're doing something. We definitely have something in common. We all love Van Halen, so we're in Van Halen tribute band. So there's no reason for any like animosity or anything like that. You know what I mean? I love them all. But to me, and even before I got in the band, I always thought Buddy was one of the better David Lee Roths. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he doesn't do the high split like one young guy, kid out there does.
I used to be able to do that too.
God bless him. And Buddy used to, you know what I mean? But Buddy's more of the old school David Lee, talks like him, sings like him. I think he's got the best David Lee scream out there. He's got the raps.
That's got to shred your voice.
And that's why we very rarely do back-to-back nights because Buddy really puts it out there.
It's hard.
And then you gotta have Eddie on guitar and having Brad. You know, Brad. Once we got Brad, he took the band.
I think he took it to another level.
Absolutely. I mean, he really put us up there, man. And he loves the part. Brad's a great guy. Loves playing the part. And like you said, when you feel with the bass player playing with Brad, him and I, as Eddie and Alex would.
See?
We can feel. I love, you know, and it's just a smiling thing, man. If you on stage just smiling, having a great time, and right. I can feel Brad. Brad knows, you know, where the hits, where I'm going to have that hit, or like even we just know where each other's at playing with each other, you know, and that's a great feeling.
So I'm going to do a deep dive on you here.
Come on, man, let's go.
Right, so
we're going to leave.
Well, that's up to you.
No, man, let's go. Where are we going?
I don't want to.
No, so I always like to ask people. So I think Kiss played a part. But how did it all start for you?
That's funny you said that because that was that little story I wanted to tell you. Honest to God, Mickey Dolenz, you know, watching the Monkees, I was like, oh, well, that's really cool. He's really cool in that just because he was cool and the things he was playing. I just beat
And they
around.
seem so poor and they have a nice apartment.
I think I had
yeah, I mean, that was
I think I had a Monkees drum set when I was a kid.
That was a great show.
We all did, dude.
So I think, and not many people know this story. So at that time, my dad got me a Sears Blue Sparkle snare drum from Sears, and it had the little arm with the little cymbal. And I just used to bang around on that, you know what I mean, and play. Well, this is when I realized this is what I wanted to do. You know, back in the day, all our aunts and uncles and grandparents, you know, all came to the house and smoked and drank on a Saturday night.
Ashtrays everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. You know, and I was probably about 8. And I used to play the Beatles. I saw her standing there. Well, she was just. So I used to sit on my bed and play this little snare with this little. And I used to pretend I was on stage. And I used to take my.
Little Ringo, eh?
I used to take my little light on my end table and tilt the lampshade to me, like
Sure.
I'm in the light.
We did Kiss concerts in my bedroom. That's how we did it.
And I called everybody upstairs to watch me play. I saw her standing there by the Beatles with this little light, pretending I was sweating and just. And I started that, and then my dad said, "If you're not going to take lessons, I'm not going to put money out for a drum set."
I said those very words to my son.
You have to, and from then on, I played sports the rest of my life, up through high school, all year round. So I never really picked the drums back up.
Really?
I faked it back in like 7th grade. Wow. 6th grade, I used to fake it to get out of school, to get out of class. We used to go to. There used to be a.
I have drum lessons. I got to go.
Well, it was wait a minute. It was the chorus. You remember the choruses used to go to like the old folks' homes back in school.
I got conscripted into that because I was bad.
Well, I wanted to get out of school, and I knew the bus would pick up the singers and the musicians at Roosevelt. This was when Roosevelt was just a school, wasn't a bad kid school, and we would drive to Burnside School, and that's where we would have practice. So I'm
in
thinking,
Norristown?
Yeah.
shit.
So I'm thinking, well, I could get out of school. So, I could sing, you know what I mean? So I jumped right on the bus, and every week or so I'd be going to Burnside, pretend I could sing. Next thing I know, I'm like, oh, I can play the drum. Didn't know, dude. Couldn't read anything that they were putting in front of me. But there was you got all the kids standing on with the snare drum, and you got the girls with this and the bass. I just followed what she wanted and remembered it, and just pretended I was, and I just remembered it by.
And that's how it all starts.
And that's
and then you can memorize it.
What's really hysterical about that is you said you had to take lessons to keep the kit. I took lessons. I came home one day and the kit was gone. My mom gave it away.
Wow.
Jim, the horror that was your childhood.
And it was like, what? Where's like?
Oh, what a shame.
And she's like, you have a drum pad.
That's a shame.
That's like, it's like, you want to play guitar? Okay, there's a box and a broom handle with a string tied between them.
Boom, boom,
She
boom,
wouldn't,
boom.
she wouldn't even let you use the pots and pans either. would she?
No, she used to get pissed.
See?
Yeah, no, she took it away. That was the end. Well, she didn't want me playing drums anyway because my sister wanted to take drum lessons.
So the truth comes out.
My mom was like, Karen's taking drum lessons. What do you want to learn? I'm like, drums. She goes, no, you have to learn
We
something
can't
different.
have two. We're going to be the next Jacksons in
Yeah,
this house.
we were white. We're gonna be the Partridges or the Osmonds or something. Not the Osmonds, they were Mormons, but I think she wanted to be the Partridges or my
So
cousin.
you were Danny Bonaducci all of a sudden.
I hope not. I wanted to be Keith, but
I laid a lot, dude.
but no.
So did he.
My cousins are still in a band. Like they've been up, God, 3 girls, and they've been a band forever. They did like weddings, all that shit when they were teenagers.
Right.
And
Wow.
I just went to their mom's 90th birthday a couple of weeks ago, and they still sing and play. They're great.
That's cool.
And I think my mom was jealous. And she's like, you talentless little fucks, take some lessons.
Jim,
Get
you're
out
going to
there.
be the trumpet player. Mom, there's no trumpet in rock and roll. You'll make it happen.
Just make it work.
Well, no, she wanted me to play guitar. So eventually I was like,
So
okay.
they bought you a ukulele.
No, I wanted to play guitar. She bought me this piece of shit Ecotone, which I still have.
Nice.
And
EKO?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what they sold those at Medley. If I'm
I
not
think she
mistaken.
bought this at Woolworths, but either way.
Medley.
But
My favorite music store of all time.
But she got a
Other than
guy. She goes,
Sintioli's
okay,
and
you got a guy coming over the house. He's going to teach you how to play guitar. The guy was like an engineer or something. He's like bald, glasses, looked like he was really good at physics, and he was like the shit he wanted me to play. I'm like, I don't know what's Baby Elephant Walk. Is this made for? What do you want to play?
Well, that's what they do, though, Jim.
What?
Orally. Every guitar teacher wants you to learn orally.
What the fuck is that? He never got to that, man. We were never. No, we never did that. It was so dumb. And he's like, "What do you want to learn to play?" And I'm like, "Well, have you ever heard of Black Sabbath?"
Medley music.
Medley music was great.
Sorry.
Awesome. We were just talking about that.
I found that place through Terry.
Yeah. I got one of my first, going back, my dad and grandfather ended up buying me a drum set. I think my grandfather just felt bad. It was an orange sparkle Gretsch. And let me tell you,
It was a Gretsch.
I still have the bass. I still have the kick drum. But then I quit, you know what I mean? And then I just, once I got out of high school, I knew I had hurt my knee. I wasn't going to be playing, sports. Back in that day, you always want to play professional sports, but you're not going to. I had still 5'8". I was 5'8" in high school. So I was like, let's get a band back together. And that's when
What grade was this?
I just got out of high school, just graduated in
Okay.
79. And I was like, well, you know what? I might as well pick, I'm still back into music because now it was, they had Kiss and you had the VH was out, all the bands were
It was
out.
kicking, man.
Aerosmith, Toys in the Attic was one of my favorite by them. So that's when I got, a bunch of guys and we played a little bit and then I wanted to get serious. And somebody said, you need to see this kid, Chris Moran. He was at Bishop Kenrick. And
I love it.
a friend, went to see him and met him. And next thing you know, dude, he got, and back then when Trickery got together, it was the Dead End Kid thing, the makeup, and Tim was really into.
Everybody thinks Motley Crue was first. It was the Dead End Kids.
Oh, well, let me tell you something. And I won't delve into the Dead End Kids why, but they it's a shame what happened to them because they would have been bigger than Motley Crue.
I think so.
Absolutely.
So I'm really good friends with Hoppy Riddle. Hoppy was involved with those guys. He's a sound guy. He used to do the sound.
Oh, Hop, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You sure you
my
don't want
gosh,
anything?
yeah.
And
I'm
he-
good, thanks, man.
Thank you, Jim.
I have some cocaine in here. If you
No.
Hoppy would tell me all.
Oh, Hop.
Hoppy,
Hell yeah.
You know, he's when he's been in town, he's stayed here a few times, and we would sit in this room.
a couple
and
of times, Paul even knew about it.
Yeah, well, I was drunk.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, what is?
But he would tell me these stories about those guys, about how they. So nobody had volume pedals, and they didn't have any money. So he goes, I forget. I don't know if it was Kelly James. I'm not sure which guy was doing this, but he would turn his tone knob to 0, set the amp so it was nice and bright, and when the solo came up, he'd pop the tone back up and got a volume boost from it, without killing his gain.
It was either Kelly or George
What a-
Rumble, but they
what
were
a great
either.
Just
What a great idea back in
necessity's
the day.
the mother of invention.
Yeah.
And he would
Pay attention in physics class.
He would wax poetic about these guys to me endlessly, and I never had the pleasure of seeing them play until there was like this reunion show that was it was in Jersey one night. It was a cell block reunion, I think. One was in Jersey and one was in Philly.
Wasn't it a Bonnie's Rocks
Maybe it was
reunion?
Bonnie's.
Because we played.
It was,
And the kids played.
but it was at a little dumpy bar in Jersey.
That sounds like
Or was
Bonnie's.
was that the benefit for one of the dead end kids that had passed away?
It might have been.
Because we were there, Heaven's Edge was there.
It was like near the Walt Whitman Bridge.
Oh, that wasn't Bonnie's. Was
and-
on the other side of the
No,
universe.
no, no,
Yeah.
no. But the band, they got back together, Dead End Kids.
Yeah.
And I got to see them finally. Like they were just like a legend in my mind. I wasn't old enough to go see them when they were in their heyday, because
Right. No, you're right, yeah.
they were playing in Wildwood and stuff, and
You're
and
old
Jeans on
enough
the
to know the
Boulevard.
word heyday.
Well,
Sorry,
I'm an old soul, Jim.
The playpen. Oh my
But I couldn't go to those places. I wasn't 21 till 1988.
Wow.
So I
Oh,
couldn't.
you are young.
I couldn't do any of that. So I tried to make up lost ground as fast as I could when I finally got out there.
I mean, the weird thing was, I got to ask, like, I was getting into places, like, I was doing up and down, like, South
but
Street
you
and stuff.
can't play in a place.
I know you can't play, but you could get in and
unless
listen.
your mother's friends with the guy at the door. And I don't want my mother being friends with the
Actually,
guy
my
at the door.
parents were friends with the guy who owned
You
the
never
Rib
went to
House.
the Galaxy.
No, my
Dietz?
Jerry?
Yeah.
No, my friends would never go into Philly. It
Dude,
was
I didn't
scary.
even know this place existed. Like, King of Prussia was like some far-off land in Netherworld.
Yeah, when we first got here, we got lost in our backyard.
I was living in Northeast Philly. Like, oh, there's a mall there. I don't know. Like, we didn't come out here.
No, nobody came out.
I went to Oxford Valley Mall. I went to Neshaminy Mall. That's where I hung out. And Cherry Hill was where, when things were really
Losers,
good,
man.
we'd
You're
go to
loser.
Cherry Hill.
Pfft.
But literally, like those are the places that I went to. In Northeast, and we went to Roosevelt Mall. We drove our cars in a circle all fucking night, playing brat. That's what you did.
That's
And
the
I
thing,
was
you can't
lucky
really-
because
you
I
can't really
lived near the
cruise here.
Empire, and that's how that's how music started for me. But I went and saw a band on a Wednesday night, and I'm watching this band. They fucking blew. They were terrible, and I'm like, I suck, but I'm better than those bastards. I got to get up there. And I turned to Russ, my bass player, and said, "We got to play here." Okay, that's the usual response from Russ. And
Yeah.
2 years later, we were headlining there.
Really? When you were going there first, when you walked in, was the stage straight on or was the stage to the right?
Well, it was. This was after it was straight on. I went there when it was off to the side.
Okay, so
because
you
I
were
went.
there- okay.
I went there a bunch of times. Specifically, I was there for the last night of Cinderella. So they
Okay.
had a double show night that night,
Okay.
and it was packed to the gills.
Yeah.
Stupid hot. I thought I was gonna die, but I stood there with my jaw dropped open, watching Jeff LaBar get a different Kramer, a different color, every song. They were, like I think they had 5 of them. They were rotating these guitars in and out, and I'm like, I want to be a rock star so fucking bad.
Thank God you never got into the habit of like just collecting guitars.
I know, it's funny how that.
Yeah,
You'd be a
geez.
freak, dude.
Do you remember when Jeff LaBar was in White Fox? Before nobody ever knew him?
No, because that was the beginning for me. So I never, I saw White Fox, but I didn't know he was in the band. I saw Ivory Tower. I didn't know who any of those cats were, but I saw them. I would go to the Galaxy because we could get in there somehow. I guess it was just a little lax because Jersey used to have a lower age and what all that.
And they did, because when I graduated '79, they lowered the drinking age to 18.
Yeah, that's why my sisters and all my cousins moved to Jersey.
So that's
No, literally,
that's a good reason.
They did. They all. I was going through a box of pictures and I'm like, Karen, why are you with everyone from the Broad Street Bullies? Like they would go. Out they'd go down.
Show up,
they'd be down with like where the Flyer, like anywhere in Jersey, like they would just go.
Think what the lifestyle must have been. I'd have probably been dead. Because I listen. I started drinking when I was 12 years old.
Oh, by the way, happy birthday to my sisters. I know you're not listening, but
I'm sorry if anybody's listening from my family, but no, I started stealing liquor from my grandfather's bar when I was 12 years old. And
I think I'm going to give kids a quick piece of advice.
Don't do what I do.
If you're going to steal booze from your parents' bar, go for the Galliano. They're never going to notice.
I won't even explain how I did it because we're on the air, but it worked. It worked well.
I just did it. I mean, they were my house. We had a pool, so people came over continuously.
We had one. It was from Kitty City.
No, we had an in-ground.
Kitty City.
It was probably $25, and it had a built-in slide. It was about 6 feet
Oh,
across.
that plastic one. Huh? No, man, I'm telling you, it is like
I swear to God.
It is a whole new level of existence. Like, you have people like show up at your house. I'm like, do I know you? Yeah, we're cousins. We are. Huh?
Malfoy sent us.
Yeah, sure. People. Honest to God, one day, I think I told you this. I was like cleaning the pool because if I didn't, I'd have to do it in a thunderstorm or something.
You son of a bitch! You didn't clean the pool again.
So I'm cleaning the pool about 11 o'clock in the morning, and people just showed up. I don't know who the fuck they were. And they're like, yeah, we're your cousins. Fuck you are. Who are you? We know your mom. What's her name? Pearl. All right, come on in. So
Got a pool.
So I'm cleaning the pool, just wait. And they start jumping in. And if you're cleaning the pool and people are jumping it, you can't see shit, and they stir it all up, and it fucks it up. And I'm like, can you get out until I'm done? We want to swim. Get the fuck out of the pool. I need to clean it, or I'm going to get yelled at. Get out of the pool.
Yeah, I had that happen with the guy waiting for the bus one time. Jumped him.
No.
In my Kitty City pool.
Yeah, but no. So they wouldn't do it. So I just went to the back. I just grabbed a whole bunch of like shock treatment and threw it in the pool.
That'll get him.
And they're like, what's that? I'm like, shock? What it'll do? Dissolve your skin?
Shock me.
Balls will shrink. You better get out.
Get the fuck out of my...
I literally lived on a city street on the corner of I lived on Algon Avenue. So my front yard was
I've been
Algon
there.
Avenue. So like when we would put the pool out, there's cars zipping by
I was
going
just gonna
50
say,
miles
yeah,
an hour.
Yeah.
That's the environment I grew up in.
Yeah, I used to stand out on the diving board at lunchtime, and all the people would be stuck in traffic on Allendale Road going to the mall for lunch.
Oh, Allendale.
And I would just stand on the dive like
So how far in were you from Allendale?
like right on it. The backyard is right on
is it right?
Allendale.
Okay.
If you drive down Allendale Road, right?
Yep.
Just before you get to the church, there's a house with a bunch of like azalea bushes or big along the fence.
On the corner?
No. It's like just before you get to the church if you're coming from
Oh, because there's like fences there. I know.
Yeah, it's like a chain link fence that was put in 1973 or something.
Jim, I put in a fence.
And everything's mostly the same.
I pictured you living back in that neighborhood.
No, we were right. Our house was on Anthony Road, but the back was on Allendale.
How do you like that?
Oh,
Small world.
yeah. So I drive past it every once in a while. I'm like, where's my TV?
Good old days.
Look
The
at
good
it
old
now.
days.
Fuck me.
Well, thank God we survived them, though, right? Because many of us didn't.
No, I mean I'm surprised I'm still alive. Actually,
Well,
so is my wife.
well, we were smart. We knew when to stop.
I wasn't smart.
Or when to slow down.
I don't know if I was lucky or just
Slowed down
immortal.
a lot from when I was 12.
I
And guess
can't-
whose house I was at when I had my first.
Finkelstein.
There it is.
There you go. Well, that's what's funny. It's like today I went for a walk. I did like a 3-mile hike at lunchtime, and I was feeling good. Came back to the house. It's hot as shit, and I'm still alive. I got home.
Like you.
And then I saw some trash on the ground. I reached over and bent down. I'm like, oh
Yeah, that gets tough as we get older, man.
I'll tell you what. I was at work yesterday. I'm sitting at my desk, because I have a day job because I'm a regular guy, right? And
Ditto.
they call that a schmo.
Ditto.
I'm sitting at my desk and my back is is fucking killing me. What is this? Why am I hurt? And I'm like, you fell off the stage last night, dude.
Oh yeah. Those muscles went.
That wasn't even 12 hours ago.
Yeah.
And I tried to save my guitar, so I tensed up, you know. So what do you do for a living? If you want to talk about it.
No. Yeah, I work for a commercial cleaning company. Operations manager, sales. We clean any kind of commercial business.
You want to give a plug for your company?
We don't do residential. Sure. System 4 commercial cleaning. If you have a business that needs, and I'm not taking anything away from Angelo and Beth.
I know that.
Yeah, because they're in the cleaning business too.
They're good people.
But the company that I work for is pretty much all over the country, so it's a bigger company. So yeah, if you need your office cleaned, I'll come out and give you a free proposal. Give us a call, System 4 Philadelphia.
Think of that. You get your business clean, and you get to meet a rock star. I mean, come on.
I have a question, though. And I used to help a friend who used to do that. Tell me the truth. Women, you clean the bathrooms, too?
Everything. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So
yeah.
the ladies' rooms are really, really disgusting.
Horrible.
Like the most vile thing.
Yep.
Way worse than men's rooms.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the
Thank
truth.
You.
That's the truth.
Sir, thank you so much.
That is the truth.
All right. Great.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm astonished by that.
No, they are disgusting.
I mean, not 100%, but yeah, you would be shocked.
Yeah, it is. It's
Women's
funny.
room.
They talk about like the men's room, like you're gonna walk into it and like the theme, the Apocalypse Now is playing, and everything's covered.
Only at the Galaxy.
And granted, it's usually drenched in piss and all kinds of stuff. The ladies' rooms are
women's room,
so much worse.
They're not clean.
I used to help a friend do it, and it was the worst part of the night. Like going in there, like
Gene wrote that song "Meet You in the Ladies' Room," and he just didn't know what he's talking about.
Me.
But I'll tell you what, that is not the case at the Rib House.
You've been in the ladies' room.
Yes,
Why?
because I got there early, and it was it was fairly crowded. But I said I need to change, and I'm not changing in the men's room because the men's room at that time, this is before Melissa took over, had a certain
Joie de vivre.
yes. So I waited till the
But
last lady
they're
came
small.
out.
They're very small.
I went in the bathroom. I was like, this is really nice. I locked the door.
I locked the door.
I did my little flip in the front, got my clothes on, and I was like, man,
Sat on the couch for a while.
I might be using this bathroom every time I come here from now on.
Get in, yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
clean ladies' room.
Well, I told you the story when we went. You guys were playing at Nick's Roast Beef,
Northeast.
Woodhaven, and it was the first time I went in there.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I saw you come out. I thought I saw you come out of the men's room.
I did.
No,
I didn't go in the ladies' room.
I thought I saw you come out of the men's room. So I walked in where I thought you
no.
came out. So
You
I
went
go
straight back.
So I go into the bathroom.
Yeah.
I go into a stall, and I'm taking a piss. And then I hear two women come in and start having a conversation. I'm like, oh shit!
All of a sudden, your name was Bertha.
I better
You've got an issue.
I better sit down.
What the fuck am I gonna do? Like,
Sit down.
and I hear them talking, and then they both go into the other two stalls. 'Cause, ladies' room have like so. And
Just
I
sit.
just bolt out of the bathroom, like run the men's room. Like what?
That's a great story.
I'm like, they're gonna catch me, and I'm gonna get fucking murdered.
Just turn around and sit down
Oh, I
and wait
miss-
for them to leave.
No, I was safe as long as the door was shut. But I'm like, I have to leave eventually. Shit.
Yeah, club bathrooms. Come on.
I got in trouble at my high school.
Well, I'll tell you what. So I went down. My son was playing at Milk Boy.
A what?
So I go down
I've
to
heard of that.
Milk Boy in Center City. It's near Jefferson
Oh,
on Chestnut
I
Street.
thought he said he was playing a milk boy. I'm like,
He's
what the
playing
fuck
at Milk Boy.
Is a milk boy.
Milk Boy, name of the club. So, that time of the night comes. I've had quite a few beers, and I need to go relieve myself. So I go back toward the bathrooms, and there's one door. And there's guys and girls all in line, and I'm like,
You pissed in the manager's
what's going
office.
on? And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, is there a men's room? Like, no, it's unisex. So I'm not in there yet. So I'm panicking. Like, what's going on in there? If that wasn't bad enough, I mean, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but it
Was
was
it like just like
it was like
one toilet?
7 stalls.
Oh.
So you go in a stall, but like everybody can hear what everybody's doing.
Sit down.
Oh.
Piss on the
You
rim.
see where
it's
I'm
fine.
going with this? So I'm like, this is really awkward. And then when you come out after you've, guys, you take I'm just being honest, ladies. You take a piss and you do some things, but you're kind of still straightening out the whole situation as you come out of the stall. It's not all happening in the stall.
do it
You're
beforehand.
kind of you're Vinnie Barbarino. You're coming out. You're fixing your junk.
Rearrange the furniture.
Right.
See, I would piss as furiously
You're
as I
walking
could.
up to the mirror and there's a chick standing there. I'm like, oh, this is
Combing her hair.
No. I would piss as loudly as I could, get all my shit done, and walk out like, that's right, you heard it.
That's crazy.
So that's what's going on in the world now.
That's fine. I
That's
don't care about
And
that.
that moment was one of those, oh fuck, I'm old.
But I mean, it's fine. I mean, you think
And the
you're-
kids were cool with it.
You think you're going to come out of the toilet in the ladies' room and they're going to be like, oh shit, I'm sorry, I had my tit out. That's not going to happen.
Well, whatever goes on in the ladies' room, I don't want to be in there after I've done my. I don't.
I mean, if you're taking
It was just weird.
you're dumping
you-
a deuce, that might be a little bad. I mean, you don't want to
Well, just-
groan.
I was going to say,
Just imagine.
or loud, or the runs, or
Right.
yeah.
I'm fairly sure though, if
We
you
went to
start-
Taco Bell earlier, and
if
it's
you're
coming
just-
back on me.
If you're sitting your hands on either side of the stall going, nobody's going to be in there anyway.
I mean, for crying out loud.
Or the girl you've been checking out all night long. You
Right.
realize she's in the stall next to you after you just shit all over the bar,
Yeah.
all over the bowl.
Right. I mean, who wants that?
You walk out, and she's like, "Do you need me to call a doctor?"
That's the end of you.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to talk to you.
So anyway, that's what's going on. Jim, it's that famous time we never.
wow.
Once again, you're gonna have backed up material. It's 5 of 9 o'clock,
We
and
can do it really fast if you want.
well, it's time to do promos.
Okay, we can do that too.
I mean, we might stretch them out. Maybe, I don't know.
It's up to you.
We can go over 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Which would you like to do?
I would do either way. I could do either way you want to do it.
We're gonna have you involved in it.
Oh, boy.
All right, we're gonna go over tonight, and then we'll do promos after that. This is the world famous Florida Man.
Florida man does whatever a Florida man can. Have a job, probably not. Why is that? He's a freak. Look out, here comes the Florida man.
Fuck off. Anyway,
Always the distortion.
I have found out. Right, tenses are off. I found out today. There's sites that do this now.
What we're doing?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So I'm kind of pissed, but it's happened before.
Because I feel like our podcast is the equivalent of me learning covers in 19 whatever year that was.
Yeah, I mean it's
We're
the
winging
same.
it.
It's the same thing. So, all right. So here we go. So this is we're gonna throw it up on the thing here.
Oh,
So
jeez.
Explain the rules.
all right. So here are the rules. So there's 6 items here. These are headlines taken from actual news, but one of them is fake. One of them I made up. The rest are absolutely real. I'm going to read them off one by one,
There is no prize other than winning.
and you have to keep an eye on like Facebook over there to see if anybody
okay.
answers. So, okay, here we go. So number 1, Florida man survives sexual assault by herd of manatees. What? 2, Florida man kidnaps scientist to make his dog immortal.
What the?
3, Florida man arrested for refusing to stop masturbating in Burger King.
I got to remember not to go to Florida.
Yeah,
That's the
don't
whole point
trust
of
me.
this.
4, Florida man kills
like
roommate over missing corn dog.
Me too.
5, Florida man says ghost of Jimmy Buffett told him to steal 37 pineapples. And 6, Florida man accuses Polish tourist of stealing 37 pounds of meth from his truck.
So you're telling me
Only
One of
one.
one
Only
of them
one.
is fake.
only one's fake?
Only one.
Oh my God.
When you guys were out there talking, I pulled this up to make sure I had done it and everything, and I started laughing my ass off. I'm like, this is a good one.
Sexual.
And you know what's fucked up? If we don't do it for a couple weeks, I have to go in and try to remember which one did I make up.
You should make a file.
I figured it out now. Well,
You're
maybe
smart,
not. But
Jim.
I remembered now.
You're a high-ranking official somewhere.
There you go. I can't pay that $75 for Mensa every goddamn year. That's a lot.
I have mine picked out.
All right, what do you want? What are you thinking?
It's got to be number 5 for me,
5.
which means I'm wrong.
All right.
And my trust in humanity has fallen again.
You're just picking it because Jimmy Buffett's mentioned.
I want to move to Margaritaville, even though I hate that music.
I'll go with 4.
4.
Yeah, Florida man kills roommate.
All right.
Missing corn dog.
See, I had a roommate. I could see
Yeah, I
it
could
happening.
definitely see that. Anybody else say? No, anything on Facebook?
No. Wait. Let me scroll. Nope, there's nothing.
Okay, so here we go.
Keep them hanging.
So this one is real. Jesus. I'm really sad to say this one's real.
How is that possible?
He said, she said.
Okay.
All right.
We'll put it. I'll take that.
Obviously, and I think this is literally the most obvious one. This one's real.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
I saw
mean-
that in Philly when I was growing up.
Yeah. Oddly, I'm surprised nobody checked. This one's real.
Wouldn't you?
Crazy people in the world.
No, I don't want my dog to live forever. Thank you.
Buffy.
All right, so one of you guys got it right.
Wow.
All right. Wow.
So here we go. Paul, you win this week.
Oh my
Nice.
God.
Nice, dude. Good one.
It's the 37. It's the number.
You're pissing me off. You've gotten a bunch right lately. I'm starting to.
I'm getting to
question
know you
myself.
better, Jim.
Yeah. So the ghost of Jimmy Buffett did not do this. I mean, this, and I will put the caveat in that as far as I know, this isn't real.
Yeah, right. Well, it was only 2 pineapples, and it's true.
Yeah. So as far as I know, that is
That's
not
pretty
real.
crazy.
But yeah, I was doing research today, trying to come up with some more stuff, and yeah, I saw some websites are doing that,
Isn't that so?
and I was like, mother.
Is it Florida man or is it any like
It's
Alabama man?
No, it's basically the same damn thing. Yeah, it really pissed me off.
State by state.
It's the insurance rate,
Dude,
Jim.
I'm telling you, like, I thought I invented Florida, man, just from living there for 2 years.
So I'm trying to, and then we'll get to promos. My wife and I are trying to figure out we're somewhere to go for a vacation. So we're looking up stuff, and so I went online and I'm like, oh man,
Don't go to Florida.
Well, we always do. We every other year we go to either go to Florida or Vegas. So I started looking up the prices, and I'm like, $800 fucking dollars a night to stay in some fucking hotel?
Okay.
Where?
Hold on a second.
What are you talking?
I'm going to interrupt you in a second. My wife and I say this all the time. We've been going away every year now for the past 25, 27 years. All inclusive. Brother, let me tell you something. What you just said you're going to pay, all inclusive. We were just in Cancun.
I think I saw when you were there.
We don't pay no more. Our travel agent knows our price range.
Yeah.
We don't. We're around $1,500 a person, and that's soup to nuts.
That's what I expect.
And
Jamaica's
soup
like
to
that too. Yeah.
we've been to Jamaica 4 times. You go. We were just at a Riu, which is a phenomenal hotel, chain.
Yeah, man.
And I'm telling you, man, we hear the money we hear that these people spend even down the shore,
I don't know how they do it.
and we're
Yeah.
like, we go, oh my God,
Like our blowjobs included?
15.
Oh, at that one place.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a guy.
I know, but at least it's a blowjob.
Still,
Got to make it 20 somehow.
it's like that squirrel thing I told you about.
$20 is $20.
20
right?
bucks is 20
That's
bucks.
what she said. That's
Yeah,
what they say.
Oh God.
Okay, so
But dude, you could go to these resorts
this is
for.
to go to these like Universal and Disney shit.
Oh, that's it. And
All
again,
right.
think
But I
about
mean,
all
but-
the money. Think about all the extra money, because I know
Oh,
I have friends
oh,
of ours
it's-
that go there.
Every year, right?
and
we
it's
we
just-
went to Negril in Jamaica for our honeymoon. It was like what is it?
I took my wife there for her 40th.
$1,400, 2 weeks all inclusive.
Right. So I go and I start looking stuff up because we there's a place in Vegas my wife and I like to go. It's
Okay.
called Vidara. It's Cosmopolitan, Bellagio,
Right on the strip.
Aria, and Vidara. They're all connected. It's basically one big hotel. So I started pricing that out, and it's all in, airfare and all that shit. And I picked a good week. It was, and there's some comps involved, but $2,700 or $2,500. to do the Florida equivalent and go to the theme parks was like $5-6 grand, and I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I really do want to see the new Harry Potter thing. I want to go on that ride.
I wanted some butterbeer. That was good.
I am really into Harry Potter.
That's
I'm
cool.
a big
Nothing wrong
Harry
with that.
Potter fan.
You are?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No, I had no idea.
I don't have any stuff hanging in the house.
I was gonna, neither do we, but still, man, like we could,
Yeah,
we could.
huge.
Bree, you and I need to talk.
I have to.
Wow.
The last couple movies I didn't, but the first two.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Stop that. Just you're not.
sorry.
just
I like
stop.
the first.
I read all the books.
I like the first couple.
The first is one of my favorite movies. That being
That
said,
Hermione got too cute and it got weird, right?
I can't talk about her. She's hot. But
she is.
I just was astonished, and airfare is through the roof right now.
It is.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man.
But you can drive to Florida.
We did that a few times. That wasn't
See, we did it because I said,
not anymore.
Bree,
Never do it on Christmas
Caitlin?
week.
we're going to stay.
There's nowhere to stop for
No,
food.
we're going to stay at south of the border because we.
It
have
was
to do
closed when we
once.
pulled up.
When the fuck is
Oh
it
my
ever closed?
God.
That the time that I pulled up.
Why
South
was
of
it
the
closed?
I
Did
think
they-
it was Christmas Day
Oh God!
because I'm
We-
Jewish
we-
and my
I-
wife
I-
is a heathen.
I
Even
told
they
them.
celebrate.
I told them you gotta go there just once. And of course, the
Yep.
night we went there, we got a room overnight. We were there for 10 minutes, and the room was flooding.
Yeah, it's not a nice
Oh, it's
place.
a shithole.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a total shithole. I'm
But
not.
you get that sticker and put it on your
You
bumper,
get
man.
that goddamn sticker, and they've got fireworks.
I mean,
Yeah.
in the
But they're-
70s, if you had that on your bumper,
Yep.
You were cool.
oh my
Yeah,
God.
you knew
like
it,
people would come up to you
absolutely.
like, I always thought you were kind of a douche, but do you have fireworks?
Did you get oranges too?
But the messed up thing is like the fireworks there anymore. They're not that great. They're not like when I remember the time
Dude,
the
it's
last
like-
time I went there with my
Bombs.
parents. There was a bin, and it was full of like plastic grenades with razor sharp fins, with a rocket looking engine with a fuse sticking out. And I went to my dad. I'm like, can I get one of these? He's like, what does it do? I'm like, I have no idea.
No
But
idea.
I really want to know.
All right, Jim. Just don't do
Nope.
it in your sister's room again.
He was like, no.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
I have more respect for your father now.
So I'm sorry.
We actually share something in common.
Yeah, south of the border. Like you
Yeah.
said, that's funny you said that, Paul, when you got the sticker. Well, that's
My neighbor had it on their car. I was like,
I
thought
have
it was
one.
the coolest thing.
I have
I
one
was
on my
like, they went
fridge
to
right now.
Florida.
Yeah. Because you go down first the drive to Florida. The first
That's
thing,
what rich people
Go ahead,
do.
what were you going to say? The first one. Go
the
ahead.
first thing that pisses me off is
Oh.
until you pass South Carolina, you see a fucking sign for Rocky Mount every 2 miles, and it makes you think you're getting there, but you're not going anywhere. And it makes me
a
sad.
horrible
but
drive.
then
It's a horrible
you start
drive.
seeing the south of the border signs.
I was just
We're
going to
almost
say
there. We're almost to Mecca.
the billboards. Yeah, they give you like
And
200
they're-
miles.
And
every,
it, you know what? It's like, okay, yeah, it's kind of racist, but still, man, it gives me something to look forward
yeah,
to.
yeah. Once you start seeing the south of the border signs.
Yeah, when you're sitting in the car with two people who hate each other and are constantly yelling, and you're just in the back like, oh, I should have brought more books. You know, just, you don't know what to do.
I won't even talk about my parents. They saved up for years, and we finally flew to Florida when I was 14. And I was like, oh my God. I was so excited I got frickin' the runs the night before. The first time, this is something that
You got
happens
a weird
with me.
level of excitement. Dude.
No, I'm a nervous guy. I have a lot of anxiety.
yeah.
I was going to see Kiss for the first time, 1979. Judas Priest
Shit
was
all over
opening up.
everybody.
I got the raging shits for
Wow.
24 hours before the show.
See, I just can't
Really?
sleep.
Swear to God, I was so nervous that I was going to be in the same room as Gene, Paul,
great.
Peter, and
Wow.
Ace.
That's great.
So,
Good stories.
anyway.
That's not great. You don't want to
stories.
shit all over the place.
That's
Hi,
just-
Gene.
No, I didn't. I never. I contained it, Jim.
Still, you had the shits.
Well, it's
And
a
then you got
condition.
that small little airplane bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to have that happen.
No, you don't want to go
Yeah,
there.
you don't want to do that. You
And
don't want
I-
to be on the news.
And the book I read on that plane ride was "No One Here Gets Out Alive,"
Great.
because I had recently discovered drugs. Anyway, and the Doors.
All good.
It's that time of the night. It's actually past that time of the night.
Yeah.
I know where my kid is. Nope, I don't know where he is. He's his own house.
No, where mine is.
It's time for promos. Now, I'm sitting next to somebody who's probably got great promos, so we'll let him go first.
Oh boy. What do you need me to do?
What do you got coming up?
Talk your shit up.
Shows
Man,
and-
okay, yeah, okay.
You
Here
need time
we go.
to prep?
No, I got it
Okay.
right here. All right. Romeo Delight. Let's see. Tuesday the 29th, we will be down the Sunset Grill in Ocean City, Maryland for a tribute night.
I played there.
That's a great spot.
It is a great spot. You play up on that little boat.
Yeah, on the barge.
That scared me.
And everybody, Tuesday.
I had the shits.
Let me tell you, yeah, you had the shits.
You were
I'd
chumming.
hate to have been the drummer. Tuesday night, August 5th, Romeo Delight Invades Music Fest.
Oh, I love it.
And Matt O'Donnell will be sitting in again.
No
with
way.
Oh, yeah, he's already promoting it. And if you follow me on Facebook.
2 jelly donuts.
And Matt, Matt posted a video of him practicing Romeo Delight. So I guess I'll give him 2 songs this year. But I always tell him, you got to give me props, and he does. Matt O'Donnell's a great drummer, great guy.
I like him.
Yeah, I love when he comes up and sits in with us. So anyway, and then August 12th, Romeo Delight will be down at in Wildwood at the club at Diamond Beach.
Nice.
Let's see what we got here. September 6th, Romeo Delight will be at Mock Chunk Opera House up in Jim Thorpe.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
That's a great spot. Also local, September 13th, Romeo Delight will be at the Sunnybrook Ballroom. Let's see, September 20th, Romeo Delight will be at the Nook. God, and when I was in Tees, we used to play this place. Same place. They just redid it. And now 30-some years later, I'm back playing the same place. It's crazy. September 27th, we will be at the famous Daryl's house up in Pawlings, New York. Let's see. What do we got? October 17th, Romeo Delight will be...
My son's birthday.
Okay. Well, we'll be up in... if you're not doing anything, we'll be at the Riviera Theater up in Buffalo, New York. If you're not doing anything.
I have a time machine.
Come on up. There you go.
I can travel quick.
October 24th, again, we will be down at Ocean City, Maryland Sunfest. Another great event. Thousands of people. It's really cool down there. Let's see. November 8th, Romeo Delight will be at the Steel Pub up in Bethlehem.
Oh, cool.
November 14th, Romeo Delight will be in Havana. And
I like that place.
Yeah,
too.
Havana's is really cool. And November 21st, Tees Rough House. We will be.
Oh, there it is.
We'll be playing Artie's in Frenchtown, New Jersey.
That'll be indoors, I would imagine.
Yes,
I played there. I opened for Jackal there.
It's a nice spot. We played with Heaven's Edge.
I remember. I couldn't be
sometime
there
last
that
year.
night.
That was a good. Was a lot of. Oh, Sick Vicky was there too.
Yep.
Pat, you were there. If he's still on.
He's gone, yeah.
Oh yeah, he was. Pat, they're really good.
We opened for you guys at the Lodge, whatever that was.
Oh,
up in Sellersville area.
yes. Oh my gosh,
That was a good show.
Yeah,
The
that was
sound
awesome.
was great.
Yeah. Artie. And that's the 21st, Tees Rough House at Artie's. Get your tickets now. How'd that sound? The 23rd, Romeo Delight will be in the Thanksgiving Day Parade in Mayfair.
There you go.
Let me see. Oh, December 6th, Nat Attack at the Water Tower.
And there it is.
There you go. How's that?
That's how this all started.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to know.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So that's my promo, man. And thanks for having me, Paul. And it was a great
Dude,
time.
thanks for being here.
Absolutely, great.
Love
time.
to have you back.
Absolutely, man. Just let me know. I'm
All right, next week.
hey.
MoncoRadio.com. The cat calls on at 9 o'clock, but it's still probably going on at least until 10. So check it out, MoncoRadio.com. My daughter's webcam. No, it's actually a radio show. It's not this shit what we do. And
It's on the air.
See how much you can ruin a kid in only a few short decades.
Well, next week on the P word, before I get to my promos, we're supposed to have Freddie on. Freddie from Dog Bite Money, Freddie Geller. I need to talk to him because we haven't talked about it since the last time he was on.
I'll just put a bunch of promos
that's what I
out
was saying.
tomorrow.
For real, when I meant that, like if you'd like to be here with Freddie, that might be fun. So Freddie will be here next week, and I'm cutting my self short next week because I got a lot of shit going on next week. I'm playing on Wednesday night with Old School at the Langhorne Music Festival. Seeing how I tied that all together.
That was really good.
Yeah.
So Old School will also be playing this Saturday. We're going to be at Screwballs, and it's a special show. we have a special guest vocalist,
Special show.
Sean Gilmartin, or as he goes by Gilmar online, is going to be sitting in with us. He's from the band called The Program. So he's going to be doing doing a show with us.
Yeah, they opened up for us a couple years ago.
Very good band.
Yeah, we did the where the hell were we playing at? We got together a couple years. Tease. We're at Sellersville, VFW in Sellersville.
Oh yeah, I'm playing there. Yep.
Yeah, Program.
The Moose Lodge.
Program opened up. It was the Program, maybe Instinct.
We weren't. That was a different.
Was it?
Yeah, I wasn't with the Program when.
Okay, the Program opened up for us. They're really good.
I forget the place we all played at. It was a big room, and that one guy did the sound with the giant PA system. Like, I hit my guitar and I felt like I was at the Spectrum.
Oh, that was the Sellersville VFW.
Was it?
Billy White put that together.
That was great. Billy's such a good guy.
Yeah, Billy's awesome.
Sorry,
And his wife.
I don't have a
Sorry.
moose.
Oh, okay. Well, it's close enough.
Didn't mean to interrupt your promo, but
No, it's great. So those are the two. Listen, there's old school shows every other week, or every week really. So I'll just talk about the two that are coming up. I've got Saturday at Screwballs with Sean Gilmar, or Gilmartin is his real name, and then we have the Langhorne Music Fest next Wednesday up in Langhorne, and then we have some gigs. I think we have a double shot the next. Oh yeah, we do. We have 2 shows the next weekend. We're at Peppers on Friday night. Peppers in King of Prussia, and then Saturday, the following weekend. What date is that? The 26th of July, I think. It is.
Oh, how the hell that happened?
We are there. We are at the Water Tower. This is a big show. It's very similar to Nat Attack. We get about a third of the people.
Stop.
We're going to be there with Dog Bite Money and Resurrection. It's
what Daddy likes.
it's the night of the tenors.
That's going to be awesome.
So that's going to be really exciting. And also, I'd like to promote, because I'm going to be probably at this show Friday night. My son's band, Studweiser, is playing at the Rec Room in Conshohocken.
Rec Room.
Let me see if I can. I feel like it's not in Conshohocken, but apparently
We used to
it is.
play the Rec Room back in the early '80s.
Well, anyway, we're playing. He's playing there. It's
And where's it at?
This is Friday night at the Rec Room in Conshohocken.
Country.
If I could zoom in, I could see because I'm old and I can't see anything. See, this is the thing about the younger people. I'm not trying to bust them. Where's the address? Where's the address on this ad?
That shit needs to be right up front, because that's the first thing people
there it
ask.
is. Okay.
Where are you playing?
It's in Phoenixville. So it's Conshohocken Brewing, but it's in Phoenixville. That's right, because I had an old school gig booked there, and we turned it down, and it was a whole thing. So 230 Bridge Street in Phoenixville. If you want to see me, I'll be there. I'll sign your tits. I don't care. It's fine. So we're going to be there to see Studweiser, and they're going to be doing a whole thing there starting at 7:30. It's $10 to get in. You can afford $10. It's one frickin' drink. It's actually less than a cocktail.
Yeah.
And Bridge Street's where all the cool shit is.
That is where we used to play Molly McGuire's all the time until that incident.
And you know what? We were just talking about that the other night. That place has their own crowd. Has their
it's
own building
great.
crowd.
It is the greatest room to play. I swear to God, it's
I get
fun.
it. I get it. I was supposed to sit in with Dog Bite Money one year. I think with Steve had his shoulder.
Oh yeah.
And I was so excited. We rehearsed because I knew, I know it's Molly McGuire's and load in is a nightmare.
It's
You got to carry the shit up the steps. I get all that, but it was just the crowd is just insane.
It's insane.
You know what I mean? Because they have their own building crowd, and whatever you play, them
It's a rock concert.
them kids love it. So, but we ended up not playing. I forget what happened.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was really.
I
It was crazy.
didn't mean to call the bomb threat into there. I was calling it the other place.
No, Molly McGuire's would play through a bomb threat.
Yeah,
Trust me.
they would. Yeah, they would.
Bangers and mash. Yeah. No? Oh, sorry. No. That was inappropriate.
Corned beef and
Oh, that's what Frank made us when we were over his house.
really.
Oh, it was so good.
No wonder you have loose bowels.
Probably. What happened when I was 12?
I don't know. What'd your mom make? My mom.
Hummintashen.
Somebody keeps people keep posting on my Facebook page. They're like things like, "Oh, remember your mom made gawumpkies?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't like that." Like everybody talks about how great it was. I'm like, yay, stuffed cabbage. Yeah, when I was a little kid, that was
I like
smelled
stuffed
like
cabbage.
farts.
That's good food.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good food.
See, you know,
though.
I married
Yeah.
my first wife was a Polish woman.
Yeah, so was my mom.
So
Should have married her.
Polish German. She was on the board, and we had Golubkis all the time. I loved them. Never had that. I never had any of that stuff.
Gross.
You know, we listen. If it wasn't Burger King or Chinese food, you know, it was whatever my mom came up with. Dry ass brisket. All right. Well, that's it. It's we've gone over 18 minutes. We're
Hey,
probably going to get
sorry.
fined by the FCD.
Oh, sure.
Sorry.
Who the hell is the FCD?
They're my division of the government. I made my own.
They suck too.
Pretty much.
Good.
Yeah, I'm gonna erase you later.
I don't like government efficiency. It confuses me.
I have no efficiency. I just don't like spending any money at all. Oh, wait. Let's not even say that. That was inappropriate. Okay.
We spend our money.
I think I've spent some dollars.
We have to, though.
All right.
It's what we do.
This is all rental equipment. Okay, so we'll see you next week. We'll be here hopefully with Freddie Geller. I got to talk to him, and I don't know, maybe you'll be back.
Yeah, let me try. Yeah,
That'd
let me
be
see.
kind of fun to see.
Yeah,
the
that would
two
be
of you
cool
together.
again. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
One of these days, I got to get Chris Moran in here.
Scooter.
Love Chris.
Scooter. Yeah.
Love him.
Good dude.
Another guy that it's a whole nother story. See, I'm gonna be on here for another half an hour.
We could, Paul. We could really, like I said, man. The whole
What a good.
the whole local music scene.
Yep.
Is there? We could just.
Yeah, you just have to
Talk
come
ab-
back.
I'm the
talk about-
adopted bastard child of it, and
I
I
mean,
literally am an adopted bastard child. So is Jim,
Yay.
for real.
Are you
So-
flirting with me?
Well, not tonight, but maybe tomorrow.
I love that.
I didn't do any sound effects tonight at all. I'm proud to say that I didn't do one fart noise or anything. I have them all queued up here.
From me, you horse's ass!
All right, I give up.
There you go.
You did it, didn't you, Owen? Yes, you did.
Yeah, I'm like, hey man, this stuff is so bad it'll put a hump in a camel's back.
Yeah.
I'm a police officer.
Okay,
So
that was
good, man.
bad segue. Okay, so you've been listening to
The American Moron Entertainment Network.
Time for motherfuckers to pay the ferryman.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the best.
Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week, or you'll listen to
We'll
us.
let you know.
Sound right.
There you go. Thanks everybody for tuning in.
Like and subscribe on YouTube, because we get nothing from it.
Absolutely.
But we could if enough of you subscribe.
We could, and my balls might get bigger.
Ooh.
That would be uncomfortable.
I'd be proud, though.
Really? You were like bouncing on them like a hippity hop?
Yeah, man.
Ugh. Not I.
All right.
All right, we're out. Take
Peace
care.
out, gang. Thank
Hey.
you so much. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Hope
thank
to
you.
See you soon.
All right, see you next week.
Drugs and alcohol.
We'll have that too, yeah.
Out.
Out.